Oh no! We are live! But I have a banner on my screen I don't want. Oh, that makes it big. We're resetting. Is that a small glitch there? Alternate commentary. Lions, Rams. And I believe we are live. How's it going? Lions are in the gold zone pretty much. My name's Jamie Jakes. We've got comedians here to join me on the couch here in just 1 second. You're listening to and watching to What Are We Talking About with Jamie Jakes. I am him. Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully you can see me at home. We got Phillip Rivers at midfield. Grandpa Rivers, a lot of people like to call him. Chat is chatting up early. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Live on YouTube and other platforms. Jared Goff, live on other platforms known as Fox, dropping back to pass, thrown over the middle. Behind Jahmyr Gibbs, tipped up kind of recklessly into the air, but fell harmlessly to the turf. I am sitting here on the casting couch with, of course, producer Natalie here joining us today as we are here to enjoy this game. I've got a single stand-up comedian joining us here momentarily by the name of Ryan Perrio, very famous local stand-up comedian, and Rivers put it right on Warren in the corner. We'll be focusing on the Rams and the Lions game, obviously giving you alternate commentary for that game. And we are going to pay attention to the other 4 games that are going on in this 3:30 time slot. Jared Goff dropping back to pass out of his hand. Quick caught this time by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good to see him get involved here early. And now we're going to have a first major decision here for Dan Campbell and the boys. If I were calling plays, which I'm not, I personally would kick a field goal here, get some points on the board on the road. And it looks like that's what Dan Campbell is electing to do. 4th and 4. Who could have ever possibly seen this coming? Dan Campbell maybe learning from his errors early on in the season. Maybe this is a mistake. I don't know. Lions were moving the football down the field pretty easily and efficiently in that drive so far. 43-yarder for Jake Bates, who everyone knows is automatic. He never misses except right there. He missed it. Missed it wide left. Oh, shoot. And that's, I guess that is why you would want to go for it on a 4th down situation. Jake Bates fails to get points on the board, and no way that's going to come back to bite the Lions in the end of this whole situation, this whole game here. I haven't confirmed that we are live. Feels like that we... Audio's good? Audio's good. Everything's good. Sure that is. Sure it is. Kathleen Jakes, where's the baby? We've been looking for the baby. We've been waiting all day for baby time, and it just keeps on not coming. Only 5% of babies are born during the due date. Big game, says Dave Jakes. Juliet is going to have to wait for now. That's right. I would prefer that Juliet wait till actually Tuesday night, because I have 14 patients scheduled for Tuesday, so it would be nice to not have to reschedule each and every one of those individuals around the holidays. Probably not going to be fun, but that's what we're here for. That's what we're built for. Rico Dowdle getting involved early there in the Saints and the Panthers game, the one that we were keeping a close eye on. My gambling predictions were 3-0 in the early slate. I had the Lions at +6. I believe in this one, as Bryce Young is going to roll out to the left and he's going to run down the field, switching sides and getting tackled at around the +45-yard line. I'm getting a commercial for the McDonald's snack wraps. And I had a couple yesterday, and boy, oh boy, was it good. And was my stomach sick today? No, not at all. At least not more than normal. And we are still just on the edge of our seat waiting for Ryan Perrio to get here. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about the Houston Texans who played today, had a pretty good performance there. What's that? And the edge of our seat waiting for babies. And Ryan Perrio. Rico Dowdle's getting up slow. That's not good. That might be the end of 2 of my fantasy football weeks. Made all 4 of my teams made it to the playoffs. Chuba Hubbard is jogging out onto the football field. Rico Dowdle in what appears to be a significant amount of pain. We're seeing the hold here for the Detroit Lions. It'll be Fox, the punter, obviously. Looked to be perfect on turf, and Jake Bates just pulled it to the left. And that's unfortunate. Good first drive of the Detroit Lions, which is a good sign. See if the defense can stiffen up here in their first time on the football field. It'll be a handoff up the middle by Kyron Williams, the starting running back for the Rams. Both running backs had a lot of yards, a lot of scores, a lot of fantasy relevance last week. The Detroit Lions, one of the best run defenses. We'll see how they do here. Aiden Hutchinson gets doubled out of Stafford's hand. Caught Devontae Adams, was on the injury report earlier this week with a hamstring injury. Appears to be fine on that one. And the Rams are quickly and efficiently moving down the ball down the field. Amik Robertson on that coverage there. And the Lions playing with a banged up secondary. I believe Green is in, so at least we got our number 1 corner in for this game. But both safeties out for, I believe, the rest of the season. Brian Branch with an Achilles. Kirby Joseph with the weird knee. Handoff up the middle again. A little bit of a crease hit after a gain of 5. And it was not Anzalone. Was it Anzalone? Maybe Campbell and Anzalone in on that tackle. Not exactly sure. Couldn't get the numbers. Don't have my spotter here. Ryan Perrio, who usually gives me tips and tricks on who exactly is receiving and holding the ball, making those tackles. Oh, boy. And Lions moving efficiently so far, as are the Green Bay Packers, which is not a good sign. Jordan Love getting tackled out of bounds. Matt Stafford playing time, out of his hand, high ball, and caught again by Devontae Adams. And that was on the starting corner, DJ Reed. And yikes, are the Lions defense looking not so great early on here. But if only we had like what the Cleveland Browns have over there, that $40 million a year edge rusher who could just get at the quarterback and break NFL records. If only we had a guy who was making $40 million rushing the passer for us, that would be awesome. Producer Natalie joining us here in the chat again. It'll be a handoff and munched up immediately by Aiden Hutchinson. Munched his butt up in the backfield, along with, I believe, Aleem McNeil and a host of other tacklers. But good to see Aiden getting involved here. I'm a big Aiden critic. I don't know if you can tell by my sarcasm earlier in the broadcast, but he needs to be playing better if we're going to be winning these football games. And empty here in the backfield is Matty Stafford. His running back joins him as, I believe it'll be Colby Parkinson going in motion. Matty dropping back to pass out of his hand. Intercepted! Aiden Hutchinson! He's got the football to the 40! Get on your feet! Detroit, 30, 20, and he's tackled from behind! Aiden Hutchinson with his first interception of the season. How many interceptions does Myles Garrett have? How many does Myles Garrett have? 0. Does the soccer celebration. What's that soccer guy? Does a celebration? Ronaldo or whatever? Well, he did it. Holy moly, what a game-changing play by Aiden Hutchinson. Worth every penny. What a terrible decision there by Matty Stafford. And lackluster attempt at a tackle there. Anzalone tried to make a block for Aiden, and Aiden didn't quite have the long speed to get away from his pursuer on that play. Good hustle play there by Colby Parkinson. A smart play out of the lad. Smart hustle play, Colby Parkinson. And the Lions absolutely need to capitalize off of that turnover. Jared Goff dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to the end zone. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown found wide open in the end zone. Maybe cover that guy. I don't know. I'm not a football genius or anything, but maybe have a little safety help over top for your corner there. Aiden Hutchinson, you better start sucking on that oxygen, buddy, because you're going back out there. Quick touchdown, quick turnaround, and holy moly guacamole are the Detroit Lions all the way back potentially, at least in the first quarter over there in the Rams. Whew! And I believe our esteemed guest for the evening has joined us here. Yeah, perfect timing. Right after all the excitement and jocularity just ended. Do you know what you just missed, Ryan Perrio? I heard Aiden Hutchinson may have had a turnover. Aiden Hutchinson, interception, almost pick sixed it for 70 yards. Go ahead, sit right here, Mr. Ryan Perrio. Ryan Perrio has got his special smoothie ready to go for the broadcast. Producer Natalie bringing us some pillows. I think what I'm going to do, Ryan Perrio, is I think I'm going to go over here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I like to kneel in this corner. Oh, my hamstring cramp. The couch is fine. Oh.
He's going to do Jamie Jakes has promised to do reverse Roman setups for every point scored by the Lions today.
That is hilarious because I was literally telling Natalie today, like, you know what, when Juliet comes, I think I'm just going to really focus on my ab work at home and just really, like, work my abs.
Just have her have a rock climbing on your chest just to be able to just scale your upper body like a rock mountain. Just rock climbing your dad.
Ryan Perrio. Houston Texans fan, local stand-up comedian here in the DFW area. How are you doing, buddy?
Whew, glad to get out of the area where I live, which is right next to the Cowboys Stadium. So it is quite hectic because it's cold. So everybody is not tailgating. Everybody has walked down to the local bars and taverns right around the stadium to watch the game. So it was crowded everywhere. And so there was not much. It's not that bad. Like everything else looks like it's blank, but it's just everybody is gravitated early towards the Cowboys Stadium, but not to the parking lot. So not a lot of. I saw like maybe 4 tailgates when I drove past the stadium earlier.
Pretty cheap tickets there for the game tonight, right? They're playing the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep, that is our primetime game tonight. All the Vikings fans were everywhere. Like there was a lot of Vikings fans where I was watching the Texans game from because I knew that was not going to be televised.
Like it's not even that cold. What are you guys talking about?
A lot of McCarthy jerseys.
A lot of Justin Jefferson more than McCarthy.
Nice.
A lot of Vikings fans also, when polled by myself about JJ McCarthy, felt like he is just not ready. Which I think, if you have eyes, you would say that. And yeah. Someone for the Packers just looks like they got limped off. 81
for the Packers. Do not have the rosters available, or I didn't memorize the names for every single player on the Packers for this one.
I'm surprised you don't know thy enemy. But
I'll tell you what, I had a conversation with myself if I was going to go live before you got here, as you were at home dealing with traffic and waiting for your Texans to officially seal the game. I almost didn't go live. Glad I did for that Aiden Hutchinson interception, because I went from literally talking shit about him the play before to holy shit, Aiden Hutchinson to gotta capitalize on this one, Lions, and score a touchdown on Ross St. Brown.
That's how toxic relationships work. Just when you think you're ready to call them quits, they do that one little thing that just makes you fall in love with them all over again.
And this is exactly Detroit Lions football, right? Because right when nobody believes in him, Evan Foxy's not talking about him. Pat McAfee's picking the Rams to cover 6 in this one, and nobody is counting on that. Phillip Rivers over the middle to
that looked like Taylor. A skittish pass. That looked like a pass.
What do you mean? That was a laser beam sidearm. What do you mean? Yeah, was a very much
like a Thanksgiving Day Nerf football toss. Just
Rico Dowdle back in, by the way. Matt Stafford play action thrown over the middle. Hit, incomplete. Broken up by the Legion of whom literally no one knows who these guys are, except for maybe Kyle Allen after that. Davis Allen, my mistake, after that play. 30 out of Clemson. Little high there.
A little out of his reach.
Little high, little ho. Little high, little hitty ho. Out of there. Is that going to be 20? Oh, Avonte Maddox, obviously. Everybody actually knows who that guy is. Old man Avonte Maddox.
A lot of fracases this week. It seemed like Packers and Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs.
Rico Dowdle looks like he's going to score a touchdown there. Getting pushed into the end zone. Matty Stafford. Shotgun high snap. Pressure up the middle. Out of his hand. Quick caught. And that'll be Puka Nacua getting hit hard and then trying to break his knee in half. Jack Campbell around his ankle. And
he's just such a how he even with what he is, production wise out of BYU, how he fell to the 5th round with the contort, the speed, the power, the contort, the way he can contort his body. It's how did you not watch him and just think about what, we're just gonna snake him in round 2 or 3.
As soon as he got onto my radar, I was like, what the hell? What the heck? That's not normal. How did this guy fall this far? Why doesn't anybody talk about him? And probably because his name is Puka Nacua. Not a lot of guys with that name being good at wide receiver in the NFL historically.
Blake Corum having a little bit of a late season surge coming in.
He had 14 touches yesterday. Gets the handoff up the middle there for a gain of 0. I'm starting him against the Detroit Lions. And Dowdle does score the touchdown after looking like he got hurt bad. And Phillip Rivers, just an absolute dot. And it had to be because he didn't have much behind that one, right, Perry?
He doesn't have a lot. He has a lot of kids behind him. I mean,
he's got a whole press box of daycare going on.
I'm following some of the other I follow a lot of the NFL draft expert podcasts and things like that.
Deep ball over the middle. Inaccurate.
Whew.
Is Matty Stafford sucking today, or did the Detroit Lions hold on defense? Ferguson looking like he got held there for sure. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Rams. But Matty Stafford not looking sharp here early.
No, I think there may be a little bit of an emotional kind of just still when you've been with the Lions for so long and then you kind of get traded, and while you have had your own success, you also see the team that you went from actually kind of doing the things you'd wish they'd done when you were there. Okay. There's a little bit of a little jilted X factor, not super bitter, but at the same time, now you're gonna do the things that I needed to have, a wide receiving core. And
he had Megatron. He had Megatron and Golden Tate, so he has nothing to complain about. Dropping back to pass, Aiden Hutchinson getting some pressure on him, throwing in the middle. Drop by Puka Nacua. DJ Reed, we're going to give him the pass breakup. By the way, that was obviously on that last pass interference. That was obviously Nick Whiteside out of Saginaw Valley State who was called for the holding there. That was definitely not a drop by Puka Nacua. You could see that pass breakup. DJ Reed just hit him right on the heel, just right at the right spot that jostled him enough.
He did what was he, a basketball meme with LeBron James with the other guy, Lance Stevenson's blowing in his ear, just DJ. That's the kind of lung power that DJ Reed has. He was able to blow that trajectory of that football.
Sensational pass breakup there, dropping back to passes. Stafford hit with the intended receiver catching the ball. I believe that would be the rookie tight end. If I'm not mistaken, obviously that's Terrence Ferguson. Yep, rookie out of Oregon.
I feel like Phillip Rivers' mechanics need a little bit of work.
No, he just doesn't have a rotator cuff. His arm doesn't go like this, so he just has to push. He just has to push everything.
He definitely pushes everything. He's got 18 kids, so I mean he is definitely pushing.
Somebody's pushing.
Oh, he's pushing.
All right, big 3rd and 4 here for the Detroit Lions defense. It'll be at Aiden Hutchinson in the bottom of your screen. Matty Stafford empty in the backfield. Blake Corum going in motion. Dropping back to pass. Aiden gets chipped. Hit. Matty Stafford. Ball's in the air. Incomplete. Inaccurate due to the pressure from the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden is drawing double and triple teams, to be fair to him as well in this game. You'll see, who was it? Oh, it was Muhammad again. Defensive player of the week last week, had 3 sacks. And Muhammad becoming a little bit of a pass rush for this Detroit Lions defense.
Are we going for it here? Look at this. Matthew Stafford says, "I will out Detroit with the 4th down at least.
They ain't doing
at least temptation.
Hot. They ain't doing shit. Hot. Oop, they are running a play.
Or they were going to, but they ran it just a little too. They had to wait for Blake Corum to reset, which is going to make it a delay of game.
No, I think Rams took a timeout.
Oh, Okay, well, it was going to be a delay game because you had to wait Blake Corum to set, and that was going to not be really hard between 0 and 1 to make him wait a whole nother second.
So moving around the league here, looking at the Saints right now, it'll be Tyler Shuck, rookie. Speaking of rookies.
Underrated unis for the Saints. I do like the all black with the gold
black
helmet.
Looks nice. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Not Alvin Kamara. He's out for this one immediately
Devin
after.
Neal,
Yep.
Kansas product.
Immediately after I traded for him. Of course, that was my third running back in fantasy football. That team is still alive, though. Christian McCaffrey and Blake Corum, my starting running backs for today. Starting to feel pretty dumb doing that. Ryan Perrio.
Who are your other running backs besides those two?
Nobody. Literally
nobody. I mean, if anything, if it's a dynasty when Alvin Kamara does retire.
We go. 4th and 4. Big one here. Dropping back to pass. And over the middle. Caught by Puka Nacua. First down. Alex Anzalone and Reed in on that tackle. But Matty Stafford somehow figures out how to fling it in there. He does. A little bit of a push off there, but at the line of scrimmage, that's all fair and good.
So, are you running fatherhood drills for the going into, if she were to go into labor? Do you have like the exit strategy for?
Oh yeah, we've had contingency plans in place for. That'd be a logo shot over there in the Saints game. Handoff up the middle to Blake Corum. He gets hit high and low by Campbell and company. And he'll be munched up pretty much immediately. Gain of 2.
Great pass by the Saints on that. Just it's amazing how good you can make like that outside receiver break, and so that there's nobody left to cover the short middle. It's like an effortless, like 5 to 7 yards every time if you can time it right.
Blake Corum in the I formation. Rookie Ferguson going in motion, play action. Matty Stafford, deep ball to the left. He's got a man down there. He missed him, had him wide open, blown coverage. Jake Ferguson and Anzalone used some thunder on that play to just touch that ball a little bit high out of the hand of Matty Stafford.
Let's see if Terrence runs the right route. Like, I feel like he was good. I
think Matty Stafford just straight up missed him there. Ryan Perry, walk-in touchdown.
Because they're showing the Terrence Ferguson, so it makes me wonder if maybe he was supposed to just go straight out and he kind of like hooked it, and then that made him late to the football. 3rd
and 8 here, just at the edge of field goal range.
Detroit's defense has really stepped it up the last couple.
Aiden Hutchinson been moving his face over the middle, tipped, incomplete.
Meek Robertson with the great coverage right there, inside leverage.
Put a seatbelt on Tutu Atwell, Ryan Perrio. And they're going to kick a field goal here, or at least attempt one. Try to make this a 4-point ball game.
I don't see the hold that the Rams sidelines call him for there.
They've got plenty of penalties called for him already this game, including on the youngster from Saginaw Valley State.
Local product, come on.
Aiden Hutchinson looks, I'm going to say pretty good.
But, I mean, he's looked good the last couple weeks. Like, he just
going for it again, allegedly. 4th and 8 are the Rams. This is an interesting decision. They're going for it. Here we go. Pressure from Aiden over to the right and caught. First down, Puka Nacua on an out route. Wow. Right into Meek Robertson's face. Yikes. I can't believe they went for it there.
That is some confidence. But I mean, I understand you're kind of in no man's land for field goals there. You're kind of just out of the range of a solid field goal try.
Yeah, I think it's a game.
But it's a terrible punt.
It's a game plan. That's a game plan thing, I think, Ryan Perry. They know they can just pick apart this line secondary.
You think they're just going to out Dan Campbell with the 4th down calls?
Yeah, well, I mean, Dan Campbell himself by kicking a field goal on 4th and 4 in the gold zone and missed it. Matty Stafford, naked bootleg, thrown, caught by the tight end, stiff arm inside the 5-yard line where Colby Parkinson will be tackled.
Underrated. Like, he's kind of really just been like their tight ends are just kind of a cavalcade of just guys that you don't know, but just are always available to make plays.
They've got a ton of them.
Ooh, man. Sertan just got leveled.
Yeah, I saw that.
By friendly fire, I think, too. Like, he was just kind of in between the tackler and the tacklee, and he just got sandwiched.
1st and goal here for the Rams. It's been the Devontae Adams show on the goal line. as of late. That'll be Kyron Williams
Man, Blake homeowners must hate Kyron Williams right now.
and vice versa. I think the Rams just called timeout. Like we gotta get Blake out there. At least that's what I would like to see. Is that too much to ask?
Or noted the Lions. There's something going on with the Lions because it seems like Dan Campbell is very heated about something over. Look at him.
Yeah, I see that. He's pretty heated about something.
Like when you are the coach and you have the referee all the way over to your sideline, there's something that's really you've really got to express.
Surtan's still down in the field, by the way. We're getting a voice update from Dean Blandino, obviously. 7-13 from Matty Stafford, already 91 yards passing on the game.
Oh, I bet Dan Campbell's upset because they just stopped the clock without any timeout being called. So there was something with either the spot or something, and they just basically giving the Rams a free timeout. And
what's he mad about, chat? I don't know.
It definitely feels like something like an inadvertent whistle or something to where it's basically, I guess they did charge Detroit a timeout and he said he didn't call it.
Fascinating.
I feel like Dan Campbell's the kind of man you'd want to give his timeout back if he didn't call it. Like I don't think you want to hold on to that timeout.
So I'm not seeing Devontae Adams out there. I'm seeing Puka Nacua instead, which is interesting. Kyron Williams in the power I formation with Puka Nacua being the lead blocker play. Nope, it'd be a handoff to him. Walks into the end zone. An extra point will make this a tie ball game. Kyron Williams, touchdown.
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Shoot!
I will give the Rams credit. That was hell of the blocking on that play because that was a walk-in from 6 yards away.
Yeah, the Lions' defense was entirely baffled by what they saw.
Just beautiful tight end. Look at the movement, pull just the back end, just to
they
absolutely
were fooled. They were fooled. They didn't see where it was going, Ryan Perrio. All right. Kick is up. An extra point is straight through the upright. 7-7 ball game with a missed field goal with a couple of fourth down conversions for the Rams. But the big lucky break for the Detroit Lions so far this game has been that Aiden Hutchinson essential pick 6 with the help of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff finishing it off for him. Good news is Detroit offense has been moving fine as well. So if you have the over, you got to be feeling good about it at this point. And if you don't, then you got to not be feeling as good about it. You know?
If you thought this was going to be a defensive battle, I don't think you've been watching football the last few weeks.
No. It'll be a handoff to Rico Dowdle. He was really bound. He had like a wind knocked out situation because he was kind of banged up on the ground for a while. Oh, jeez.
Matthew Golden with a reception.
Imagine that.
Wasn't pretty, but sometimes.
Big matchup there over there in Denver.
I don't know what Moss was doing on that play. That seemed like really terrible. Look at watch the defender on Denver. Look, he's like, I don't know. Where's he going? Like he just absolutely turns around, leaves his eye, lets his eyes leave the receiver.
Looked like a deer in headlights on that one. Like someone's
Riley Moss, who he kind of, was kind of getting gutsy, saying gutsy coverage here.
Good little side underhand throw to Tommy Tremble over there from Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.
It is.
Jeez. All of a sudden, the Packers are in great field range. Be Dobbs on that catch, but there's a flag in Denver. There is another game going on that we're not paying attention to. Titans and the 49ers. We don't even have Red Zone on, so if you guys are here to hear our commentary on that.
I don't think anybody wants to hear anyone's commentary on that game.
What? Even fans? Rico Dowdle's got another carry. That's good to see. Looking like that's going to be a Rico Dowdle game in New Orleans.
What's Chuba Hubbard's contract situation? Because I feel like next year, Rico Dowdle is going to be quite the hot commodity. And if you're like, props to Dallas for, Javonte Williams kind of working out, but you could have had Javonte Williams and Rico Dowdle
for basically nothing.
For basically pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, that would have been maybe a good decision. But Rico's in a playoff hunt.
Jordan Love got a
little scramble for a gain of 4 after the penalty. And Jonathan
my goodness.
Taylor has been Oh, that's not Jonathan Taylor.
It is Jonathan. It's 28.
Oh, okay.
But he definitely got like 28 dudes just basically throwing him back on that.
Yeah, he's gonna get 28 carries in this one too. With
Yeah.
Philip Rivers. I mean, Philip Rivers hasn't even looked that bad. So
He's not looked that bad, but
Show some
they're also
respect.
not asking him to go out there and win the game.
show some respect to Philip Rivers, Big Phil. 7-7 ball game.
3-3 ball gang in the Seattle, and then
7-0 in New Orleans.
boy, after some wild scores in the noon game, this afternoon slot is just kind of just
first quarter off to a slow start.
outside of the Rams Lions. It's pretty. We got some jocularity here in the Cleveland Saints, where I think Cam Williams, is it gonna be Cam that's gonna get penalized?
Isaac Tesla out in the football field is with David Montgomery.
Let's see what 94 here.
Okay, a little
shove.
Guide them out of bounds.
And so, yeah, I get the Carolina bench kind of. Yeah,
Matty Stafford, or not Matty Stafford. Jared Goff, plenty of time rolling out to the right. He's going to throw this one away.
Ooh, nice catch by Whittington on the sideline there with a little.
I think Goff's second incompletion of the game.
He's going to be a personal foul on one of the offensive linemen who took exception for Cam to give that shove to, because they watch him as he comes in. Watch.
Jeez. A little bit oversensitive there, I'd say.
I mean, you as a coach, you want to see that when your quarterback does kind of hit the ground, you do want to see an offensive lineman kind of get in there and say, not today, not on my watch, sir, not on my watch.
Isaac Tesla going to be lead block on this one for David Montgomery, and he's getting munched up immediately. 3rd and
Bradley
8.
Fisk.
And you know what you can't have here for the Detroit Lions is a 3 and out. That's not something that you can really afford to have. So, big 3rd down here. All the time in the world for Jared Goff so far when he does drop back to pass. Good job by the Detroit Lions offensive line.
Bryce Young doing a little bit of move and shaking and nothing doing.
Throwing it in the turf, as he's apt to do.
It's really weird. Like, you see a lot of these young quarterbacks, like CJ Stroud does the same thing where they just kind of run out and then they roll out even further. And it's like, you're just throwing yourself right into the edge's path.
See what Jared Goff can do here. Gets the snap off just in time. Pressure in his face. Deep ball. Caught! Jameson Williams, and they don't go 3 and out. First down, and they flip the field. Big time Goff football being played here over the last 5 quarters or so, which you love to see. And Gibbs or JMO gets wide freaking open on that play. And that's just that Dan Campbell offensive coordinator effect.
That and just having a speed receiver in zone coverage. Like you can find the holes in the zone as the receiver, but the defender can't collapse. And so
certainly doesn't hurt. David Montgomery's butt still in the backfield. Tesla comes in motion. Lead block again on this one. Montgomery a little bit patient, and it pays off for him.
We got a little bit of Jared Verse here. We got a little bit.
Squirts into a very small hole and finds 5 yards where I didn't see any.
You know who else squirts in a very small hole? Philip Rivers. Get that throw.
Yeah, well,
incomplete, but it's still like to get that.
You don't get 10 kids for nothing, Ryan Perrio. I'll tell you that much. Christian Watson. Just every time he gets tackled, I'm just like, oh, he just tore his ACL. But he didn't. Not on that play. David Montgomery's still in there, 2nd and 5 after the good carry on first down. He's got a lead block, and he's pretty patient on that one. Actually, I thought it was a bad mistake, but turned out to be a good one. Good mistake. He's going to gain 4.5, making this 3rd very manageable inside the 30-yard line. Jared Goff looking good under pressure. Now we got a 3rd and very manageable. Jahmyr Gibbs still on the sideline. I don't know if he's got like a hamstring injury or Dobbs broken up.
Great, like Riley Moss that time actually saves a touchdown by hit with that circle move.
End of the first quarter. I think I'm going to go ahead and take would you like a holiday cheer?
No, I think
interested in a holiday cheer.
Those are pretty solid, but no, thank you.
Do you have any? You don't do fantasy this year.
I did, but I am out of the playoffs because Saquon. I was up until Saquon Barkley decided to rip off a 50-yard touchdown on Monday night, and so that kind of hosed me.
I'm still alive in all 4. Not looking great in all my matchups though this week. I'll tell you that much, Ryan.
Sometimes you basically play hard to get into the playoffs, and then once you get in there, you just have nothing left to give. So this is like me watching at home now, with just by myself here on the.
Now you know how I felt the first half of the first quarter.
Well, every game is in commercial right now. It is amazing timing.
How about your Texans?
It was a nice get right game. Like, I felt like this was a game that I wish we could have had early in the year, just to kind of maybe get
big Nico Collins game, right?
Yep, big Nico Collins game, big CJ Stroud game. Like, he definitely does not. If you give him time, it does not look like he has been. I would say, like, people worry when your quarterback sees ghosts or whatever. I didn't see any of that today, where he was just confident. I felt like he was getting he was even more confident in the Chiefs game, even after in the third quarter, where we basically ran for amazingly -2 yards in that quarter.
Jaden Higgins have a good game today?
No.
I didn't see. It was a Nico Collins game, right?
It's pretty much Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Jalen Noel almost had a house to kick off, but it was mostly Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz that pretty much did everything. Woody Marks had 1 rushing touchdown as well, and then like 4 field goals by Kaimi Fairbairn.
Niners leading 14-3, which is good for me because I have the Niners defensive and special teams. So that's
Kyle Lambert is definitely bolt up right now after his Chargers.
He's fully bolted up right now. I bet he's fully bolted.
Fully bolted. The Chargers are his blue chew right now.
Getting flip fields here. Pretty even game so far offensively. That Aiden Hutchinson play being the big differentiator.
So where do the Detroit All Whites rank in your hierarchy of Detroit uniforms?
I like them. Top 3 easily.
Top 3?
Oh yeah. Yep. Under center is Jared Goff. It'll be a handoff up the middle. David Montgomery stiff arm, and he's gonna break another tackle. Gonna get inside the 15.
You're not gonna get him down by the ankle. I hate to tell you guys.
They keep on going to Jahmyr Gibbs on the sideline. What's going on with that, Chad? Is he injured? Is Jahmyr Gibbs injured?
I don't think he's injured. I just think that
well, why does the broadcast keep zooming in on him though? Is what I'm
probably wondering. Just to stir drama that, oh, look, they're not using Jahmyr Gibbs. What's the story there?
They're just trying to make it a story.
I believe so.
What the heck?
I mean, they are the media.
David Montgomery always gets the football. Everybody knows that.
Oh, wow.
JSN, bad drop. All right. Jahmyr Gibbs back in the game, by the way. Pony personnel would be a drink.
Nobody
Play
gets
action.
the ball.
Thrown, caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown. He gets tackled around by the waist. And that'll be a good little gain of 3 on 1st and 10. No harm, no foul there. That's pony personnel drink.
And Christian McCaffrey looks like gets a score.
It's good to see. It's good to see. He's one of those guys I'm playing against and for, or with in fantasy. So I'm not exactly sure where I stand, but all my matchups were not looking great in the early times. So I'll tell you that.
And there's the Walmart family at the Denver game, just sitting there, not knowing how football's played.
Got a lot of fullbacks in on this play. David Montgomery, hand up the middle, inside the 10, tackled.
Boy,
for the first down. That'll be a gain of 9 or so. Tackle from behind. David Montgomery getting up a little slow after that.
94 kind of got him where I think it could have winded him, because you're not expecting that kind of shot in your lower back, and I could see just a little bit of it's a little bit of a puff.
They have that. They those running backs wear those tramp stamp back pads for a reason, I think.
You know that would be that reason.
Yeah. In case you take a big back shot like that. Absorbs it.
Yeah.
Absorbs that punishment from behind.
You know, us absorbs punishment, Mrs. Rivers.
Play action. Amon-Ra. Oh, corner of the end zone, incomplete. Goff threw it to him quick, and it seemed to be more of like a little more of a safe throw, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Trying to go put it up there for Amon-Ra to see if he can go make a crazy play on it. If not, no harm, no foul. Ball's going to fall harmlessly out of bounds. And Isaac Tesla is in there. Every time he has thrown the ball,
Troy Franklin is getting dumped like a keg party. Yeah, that's gonna be a flag because they
dropped him. That was rude. Jared Goff 6 and 9, by the way. Nice. That's to be a drink. Hand off up the middle. Patient. David Montgomery at about to the 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. And what is going through Motor City Dan Campbell's head right now?
He's got 2 downs to the Oh my God.
What are you reacting to?
Sam Darnold getting absolutely mollywopped by Latu. Watch.
Jahmyr Gibbs is in there, by the way, now. David Montgomery, 6 carries for 31 yards. Pretty good.
Watch this mollywop. Watch this.
Okay, we'll see what we've got going on here. Shotgun for the Lions at the 6-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs to Goff's right. Tesla goes in motion. Snap is away. Jared Goff, plenty of time. Thrown to the end zone. And that'll be short of the goal line and incomplete.
Boy.
And I think Amon-Ra was asking for a holding call there or something.
Yeah, he's saying he was guarding by his chest pad.
Looks like the Lions are keen to take the point here after a Jake Bates miss, trying to get him right for this one. And they believe in Jake Bates, just like I believe in Joe Hendry. They believe in Jake Bates.
Ooh, Tyler Shuck with a nice little throw there.
He's been all right. He's
like I said, he's if anything, you've got your elite backup who knows this offense if you do draft a franchise quarterback here in the next draft or two. I know that I think the number 1 pick belongs to the Giants, and they're probably gonna trade that to somebody who wants Mendoza more.
25-yarder for Jake Bates, straight through the uprights. He gets right after the miss earlier, and it's been a let's take our points, boys, type of game for Dan Campbell. Not used to seeing stuff like that, but it kind of makes sense to go for it on 4th down when you have like an offense that's operating at an extremely high level.
They've been really efficient on this drive, but I also get like if you do,
I'm saying for this year,
yeah,
the offense is still one of the best offenses in the league, especially when it comes to scoring total points. But against good defenses, hasn't been as efficient. The Rams are certainly a good defense, so take your points where you can get them.
Yeah, just play efficiently in this situation. No reason to leave points off the board,
and especially when you're trying to just cover 6. That's your top priority.
Ooh, there's a big hold on the Saints, but they're gonna get the sack. I'm surprised they're not. No flags, nothing. When you watch the defensive end, just basically gonna take 2 steps back. Okay, referee, watch the left side here of the line. Or
Saints Panthers is what we're watching on the bottom corner of our screen. So that's a pretty good hold there. His hands are still on him.
Yeah, like his hands are outside the framework and everything. He's just kind of holding on. Like,
don't know how I feel about a undersized tight end trying to single block an edge rusher who's paid to do that sort of thing. I don't care if he plays for the Panthers. Probably put 2 guys on him. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I've said. That's all I will say.
And he's just, you can't put the left tackle on him either. Left tackle basically is also.
A lot of jocularity going on over there in the Panthers game. There's got to take a personal foul with an unnecessary roughness on the defense after that one.
Maybe, on roughing the passer, maybe?
Maybe rough the passer as well. Might have been a 2-for-1 special. Plus 30 yards. Right? That's how it works. Oh, gosh.
There's definitely some hitting going on in these games.
Big collision over there in the Denver.
Oh, they're going to be holding on the offense and holding on the defense. Okay.
Of course. We all saw that coming.
He's just over here like trying to give a little to it. Like, hold. No.
Ryan Perrio, all 3 of my bets that I recommended on the podcast hit in the opening slate. I had Lions at +6 here.
I say you got to watch Expert versus the Idiot podcast.
I keep on trying to tell him.
I mean, you want to cover. I mean, if you don't, then, I totally, sometimes you just want to play the game. But if you actually want to play to win.
If you want to win, better be following us.
It might be your best interest.
Yep, absolutely.
Whew.
Absolutely spectacular.
People are just flying around. A little bit of a hold on Micah Parsons there on that play.
Yeah, I'd say.
He's just holding his arm.
It's Pat Bryant, the rookie there.
Boy, Pat Bryant is almost the same dimensions as Micah Parsons.
He's a big lad. Big, tall lad. BTL. And they're continuing to pound the rock there in Seattle, the Colts are, as the Rams get another poor kick return. Lions have been playing well. Jake Bates doing his job, putting the ball right in the inside of the 5-yard line.
Saints and Rams just can't get a playoff without a penalty being called on. on somebody.
Yeah, that's been a tough one to watch. We might have to flex that one out, honestly, if I'm honest. Just put the 49ers game up. I have more fantasy football implications in that one than I do in this one, I think. Dowdle and Tataroa, I think. That's about it. And it'll be a play action.
Oh,
Oops.
no, Rivers. No.
Rivers fell on the logo and got back up. Kyron Williams, big carry to midfield. Gets taken down by the youngster out of Saginaw Valley State.
Phillip Rivers is no Trent.
He almost needed to call life alert on that one. It took him so long.
I thought he pulled his ACL or his Achilles like Daniel Jones on that play.
Well, the beak of the Seahawk really got him there. Oh, and that's just a hilarious look. Yeah, he does look every year of he's 45,
44.
Jeez, that is old. Play action and deep ball from Matty Stafford. He's got a man down there. Caught Puka Nacua. High stepping out of the corner of the sideline. That'll be a gain of about 25, and they'll be inside the gold zone after that one.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain Puka Nacua.
Yeah, that's
it's either that or he's just got to have some sort of injury happen to him.
Yeah, 1-2 feet in, maybe even got a third. Yeah, and that's Reed on the coverage there.
Boy,
that's an uncoverable route.
When
you run him like that.
DJ Reed was having struggles in the Dallas game until CeeDee Lamb went out. Like CeeDee Lamb was also I feel like he's put on film that he can be had. And speaking of like look at this throw by Bo Nix.
Touchdowns. Broncos. Bo Nix throws one to Bandy. Of course. Of course. 1st and 10 for the Rams inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a play action thrown caught by one of their 15 tight ends. 1st down. Colby Parkinson inside the 5-yard line. And the Lions' red zone defense has been pretty okay this season. Phillip Rivers is accurate. He doesn't have a lot of juice behind a lot of these throws, but he's certainly accurate.
He's definitely throwing it like a water. It's like it's a watermelon toss out there.
It's like a bowling ball that he's throwing. Well, and he got it there. All right, 1st and goal. See if the Lions can make another big play here. I can't tell if that's Blake or Kyron. I think it's Blake.
Oh, Devontae Adams is up at the top of the screen.
Tight end goes in motion. Be a play action. Devontae's over there somewhere. Thrown out of bounds. Well covered. Good job by DJ Reed on that one. Adams locked down. Didn't decide to go to Corum. I believe that was Corum.
Yeah, it was Corum. I think they had it pretty well snuffed out. I think that was
Anzalone.
It was super slow developing. Like that fake handoff, you could see it was coming, and it just. I don't think really Corum really sold that was going to be a handoff. I think he kind of.
Neither did Stafford.
Yeah, they were like this. Like for me, it'd be like me handing you the ball right now. That's how close they were. So I feel like when you see them doing it that close, you're not going to bite on that fake.
Under center is Matty Stafford. Corum's going to get a touch here. Handoff up the middle of Corum. Hit and short of the end zone. That'll be a 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Lee McNeil, and who's 36 for the Lions?
36 for the Lions?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who 36 for the Lions is?
I do not.
How do you not know who number 36 for the Lions is? Are you sure it was 36?
Yes.
How you don't know? You don't know who Eric Hallett is out of Pittsburgh?
Pitt?
You're not familiar with safety Eric Hallett out of Pitt?
I am not.
Oh, geez. What's your deal, bro? All right, big 3rd and goal here. Corum in the backfield, I believe. Ferguson's going in motion. Snap is away. Play action. Matty Stafford, nowhere to go. Into the end zone. Caught. No! Out of his hand at the very last second. Anzalone broke it up. Get in the zone. Anzalone broke that pass up. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. They're going to go for it.
Same thing as the Isaiah Likely play last year. Like you got to go to the ground with it. And
Terrence Ferguson, rookie out of Oregon, unable to.
One of my rookies to watch.
It was that
because I thought
favorites.
Yeah, just trying to pin it against your helmet's never a good idea, especially just because you just know that as soon as that collapse is going to happen, like your football is against a hard surface.
Now the Fox broadcast crew is going to say Anzalone held on that play. Malarkey. He didn't hold. Oh, he did hold. They called him for it. 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Crap. Blake Corum in the eye.
It's what happens when Jake Ferguson cries enough that the biggest team in the
play
NFL.
Action.
Whoa!
Pressure in his face. Aiden Hutchinson. And incomplete in the direction of Puka, but they're going to get another hold on Reed.
How is that not going to get a hold on Aiden Hutchinson? Like, watch the play again. Watch Aiden Hutchinson blow this play and tell me that someone's not taking him to the ground.
See,
I mean,
okay,
you can get a hold for DJ Reed. Yes, he's clearly on his
on the nameplate.
But watch Aiden Hutchinson. Like they're not going to show the Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
part.
Aiden got mugged.
That's what Dan Campbell is saying. It should be offsetting because literally watch here. Look at Aiden Hutchinson. Tell me.
Oh, by a tight end Parkinson.
Look, he pulls him down. Like he's pulling him down.
Yeah, he just didn't get a good enough hold of that bicep for them to call it. Bunch of malarkey. 1st and goal still haven't scored.
Good wrestling takedown though by the tight end. I will say.
Good lateral drop. I think Blake Corum's still in there. Still haven't gone to him. Be like the 4th play from the 1 yard line.
Blake Corum's gassed at this point.
Yeah. And handoff to him. Touchdown. Is that Corum? Yeah, it is.
No,
nope,
it's
it's Williams. Yikes. 2nd touchdown for Kyron Williams. And that's bad if you've got Blake Corum. That's really not good. Not a lot of opportunities you're going to get left. Colts go up 3-6 after the field goal is kicked through the uprights. And Phillip Rivers looks great, if I'm honest. Looks like he could operate this Lions offense better than Jared Goff has sometimes. Goff's been good. Goff's been good,
but I think the Mahogany and Tate Ratledge injuries on the guard position really kind of. I feel like Goff is kind of the weird quarterback that if you pressure him, he slows down. He doesn't speed up. Like he holds the ball just that much longer. Like he just doesn't. It's almost like he doesn't throw it away. Like he all of a sudden then just holds the ball and tries to find something open. Whereas when it's blocked perfectly, it's out like clockwork. CJ Stroud kind of does the same thing. Like he'll hold the ball even longer when he's like super pressured.
Jared Goff's had plenty of time today. Jordan Love, speaking of plenty of time, all time in the world, has to throw that one away.
Boy, shout out to Josh Jacobs on the blitz pickup there. He did some man's work to keep that guy at bay for like 3 blocks. Like he hit him like 3 times. And
we might be in turn on the Titans game territory here. Titans 14-10 in that one. They score a touchdown with a Cam Ward.
Yeah, he got nowhere to go. Dobbs is covered.
Cam Ward touchdown pass. Ooh, good. Jennings caught a touchdown. That's going to be big for me too. Okay. So we're kind of in business in fantasy, I think. We've got some, like 3 close matchups, I think.
You got some cooking?
Yeah, as far as I can tell. I got 1 bye, and of course my 1 bye team goes absolutely nuts. Like they're the 1 seed for a reason. Oh geez. Reed wide open down the field.
And
first down into Denver Broncos territory.
Welcome back, Dre Greenlaw. I think this is like one of the first games back since the Super Bowl where he tore his Achilles trying to bounce on the sidelines to go back
into the game. Yeah. Tight touchdown for the Saints, by the way, Devin Neal, which you'll love to see if you're into that sort of thing.
Probably the most bear covered team in the NFL, the Saints. If I had to, they've just got nothing really anywhere. Like you have some good pieces, but it's like if you truly believe in Tyler Shuck, then you have some elite, I would say, some skill position guys that you can definitely, build or, pick up, and some solid offensive line pieces. But it's kind of a barren wasteland for quarterbacks unless you're just.
Well, we should have a good draft class this year, right, Ryan Perrio?
It's good. I think a lot of people. Mendoza is pretty much one. And
Oklahoma.
Mateer's not coming out. I don't think after the hand injury. I think he's going to come back. So a lot of people are probably going to opt in for another year, and so until next year.
So next year's draft class is going to be nuts with the wide receivers too, right?
Yeah, it's going to be Arch Manning may declare next year.
Yeah, right. That guy sucks.
He's kind of coming on.
I only watched 2 games, his first 2 games this season, and based my entire opinion off of those two games.
Okay, well,
and that's who he is.
no,
His first two starts
I
as
will respectfully disagree after watching his last two.
Yeah, I know he's been good. I'm just goofing around, I'm being silly.
But he just kind of reminds me of Eli. Like, he does everything right, but I don't think there's anything that makes me just say, wow. Like, when you watch John Mateer, there are moments you're just like, oh my God. Like, he just has Penei Sewell going into the
but
10th.
he's back out there. They're looking at his left ankle. So the Rams elect to kick that one into the end zone, which is interesting. So Lions going to start with great field position here at the 35-yard line. They're afraid that Tom Kennedy, who basically broke the game last week against Dallas Cowboys, is going to go nuts against them too. So we've got Tesla and JMO in the bottom of your screen, power I formation with Jahmyr Gibbs back in there. It'll be play action, looking deep, stepping up in the pocket, thrown over the middle. Caught! Double caught it, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30, 20, turn the boosters on inside the 15. First down, big play for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff to open up the drive, and that's exactly what you need if you're a Detroit Lions fan. Whew.
Just gets lost after a certain amount of time. Like, when you give Goff that much time, like, somebody's going to come open.
Yeah, if you give Goff that much time, and if you give Amon-Ra that much time to get open,
work.
Guess what?
Like I said, if you took the over in this game, you're probably feeling pretty good right now.
Counting your money. I don't know what it was, probably 54, 52 maybe. I don't know. Whew.
We may get to that before halftime at the rate these take.
Yeah, almost scoring two quick here on both sides of the football. Under center now. Gibbs in the backfield will be a handoff to him. Not a lot of room to work, but he's going to keep those feet churning and plunge forward for a tough 3 yards. Not the easiest 3 yards he's ever had in his career. I'll tell you that much.
Colts defense has definitely come to play today. Like this, you can tell the Colts playoff chances are on.
Well, when you got Grandpa Rivers on the other side of the football, you know you're gonna have to play the game of your life, and for the rest of the season, I guess. Phillip Rivers looks like a starting quarterback. He looks like a.
You think he's like decked out in copper fit? Like,
oh my gosh,
like any old man, like
copper fit, ibuprofen. He's got everything. Power I formation again here. 2nd and 7. It'll be delayed handoff to Gibbs up the middle. And again, tough sledding. Not a lot of room to work. Gain of 2 maybe. It'll be 3rd and 5 after that carry, as Boston is alert and astute to maybe a potential intruder in our house. I don't know who could be. Made a lot of calls to see if people could make it over.
Josh Jacobs just
touchdown. He was
questionable. Flag on the play though. It's made.
Oh gosh! And Sam Darnold took another pop here. All right, big 3rd and 5 here for the Detroit Lions. Shotgun formation. That'll be Amon-Ra St. Brown going in motion. Snap is away. Screen to Amon-Ra, and he's got blockers out in front, and he's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown! Second touchdown for Amon-Ra. Second touchdown for Jared Goff, and you love to see old Motor City Dan Campbell with the readers on, dialing that one up inside the gold zone. Something that our current offensive coordinator could never even fathom what to do. Johnny Morton, RIP, it's Dan Campbell football time. And that's what's going to happen when it's Dan Campbell football time. An ankle looking pretty good for Penei Sewell, by the way. And Tate Ratledge did a little bit of a, like a chauffeured him into the end zone. Didn't really lead block for him, which you love to see. That means you got numbers out there, and that's a Dan Campbell statistic. And Bates, low kick, but kicks it through the uprights. A meaningful extra point, of course, in that one. It's a 17-14 ball game. Lions score extremely quickly. Some people would argue maybe they scored too quickly. I would argue back, we're trying to score maybe 1, maybe 2 more touchdowns.
Latu having a hell of a game here in the Colts. I mean, not that Charbonnet didn't help him out there with his former teammate, basically, by just running right at him and then stopping his feet like he was going to cut. It's like, well, once you plant your feet, you're good luck getting them started again in the NFL.
You're stuck there.
That's some of the thing. Like when you see these elite college goal line backs where they're just they can't be stopped. You can be stopped in the NFL when you stop your feet. Once you stop your feet, you give all the defense all the advantage. In college, you're going against maybe an NFL prospect and a car salesman. Somebody that is playing out their college career. Good to them to be that far, but they know they're not moving on to the next level. Everybody is next level at the NFL level.
Everybody is NFL level in the NFL. That's well said. Didn't think about it that way. Even the Saginaw Valley State guy?
Yep.
You say he's NFL level?
I'm sure he is at some level. I think they're like I said, everybody has mistakes. It's as much a mental game as it is physical in the NFL. There's so much that you have to be on the lookout for, so many keys, so many different things that you can sometimes overthink it.
So right now we've got these two offenses are two unstoppable forces going up against each other. And Jordan Love doing some spin moves in the backfield, flag on the field.
Probably going to be a defensive hold. Like everybody's gassed on this play.
I love that they're still running this Michigan ad where the guy steals the cotton candy. got a lot more scandals going on in Michigan other than just this All-State commercial. What, you got any? I have a couple of takes on that as we're kind of in a little bit of a lull here. My first take, I can't help but think like a good person, like a good husband, first off and foremost. But second off, as just like like my logical man brain also goes to be a good person, don't cheat on your wife. But B, if you're gonna cheat on your wife,
not with somebody you know,
and you made $6 million, you're a high profile person in Michigan. Why would you do it with your staffer? With your crazy assistant. Yeah, I saw
Holy
that.
hell, Josh Jacobs reception, not run, just a recept. Like that
Corner
was like
of the end zone. Mossed him.
That was absolutely unexpected. I'd never thought of Josh Jacobs as kind of that pass catching threat, but
Lions have been good on kick coverage so far in this game. They continue to be. Inside the 30-yard line is where the Rams will have to start again. Hasn't really mattered. Hasn't really mattered at all. Lions defense hasn't been able to stop them other than the near pick six. I think that ankle's doing fine for Penny Sewell. What do you think, Ryan Perrio?
Yeah.
Just goofing around, a lot of jocularity going on the sideline. And Lions pretty much playing for – it's a weird situation for the Lions right now because you're basically lose and you're going to have a tough time making it in the playoffs. Win, you are now the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl. So – handoff up the middle to Blake Corum, and he's got the corner. Reed is going to tackle him high, and he's going to fumble, actually, kind of out of bounds. Gain of 8. Second and short after that carry.
Felt like they wanted to. They felt like that was a hey, nice to meet you kind of tackle.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the NFL, young man. Second year in the NFL, but you still want to welcome the youngsters. Show them how the old folks like to play ball. I saw that Josh Jacobs catch again. That was kind of crazy. All right. 2nd and 3. And Aiden Hutchinson lined up on the bottom of our screen here.
Boy, some ugly people in Seattle. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of
caught on the out route. It'll be a gain of 3, but that'll be enough for a first down. And the youngster out of Saginaw Valley State with the tackle, that'll be a drink.
Woo! Phillip Rivers.
Who's that to? Is that Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor. He just threw it out. Oh, no, 26. That is Amir Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah.
The immortal Amir Abdullah. It's been, 10 years since he played on the Lions?
Oh, yeah, he did play for the Lions like a decade ago. That is crazy. Good point. Good point, Ryan Perrio.
Nebraska product.
Of course. All right. A lot of yardage here in the first half for both teams. Play action, Matty Stafford. Out of his hand, quick to the check down, tackled. And that'll be Derek Barnes on that tackle. I get it. He made a good play last game. I can't remember what he did, but I was like, that was good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Would really like to see Rodrigo out in the football field instead of Derek Barnes, if I'm honest. Get the undersized guy out there. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Nice little throw from
Bryce Young to Tataroa.
Yeah, to Cabela.
Yep, Cabela McMillan, of course. All right. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 5 here for Matty Stafford. And snap his way in the top of the screen. Plenty of time. Thrown over the middle dangerously. Almost intercepted in the direction of Puka Nacua, but the Legion of Whom almost picks that one off. 3rd and 5, big 3rd and 5 here. Going to be potentially the first punt to be forced for this Detroit Lions defense so far this game. Wow, Phillip Rivers laser beam over the middle, first down to Tyler Warren. I mean, I don't know how long Phillip Rivers, I don't know how many laser beams he has left in that arm, but it's not looking, it's very accurate and
For somebody who was on their couch last week,
a little bit of juice behind. What do you mean he's a state champion head coach in high school or whatever? Phillip Rivers fired up. He said, gosh dang it. Snap is away on 3rd and 5. Pressure in his face. Aiden Hutchinson sacked. I mean, guess what? That's a sack, Aiden Hutchinson, and guess what else? That's a logo shot. Drink. And guess what else? What else? The Rams are going to have to punt. And that'll be our first stop for the Detroit Lions other than the turnover. And Aiden Hutchinson, don't look now, folks. Aiden Hutchinson looks like he's worth the contract for the first time since signing it.
Boy, some harsh criticism.
Hey, what do you want out of me? Play better. Dearborn Divine Child Falcon, Dearborn Divine Child football team, I think won the high school Super Bowl, the state championship, as they call it in high school.
Shattered both his leg bones, but he's walking off.
Just both leg bones on one leg, not both legs. So
walk
relax.
it off, says Coach Jamie Jakes.
He was like a massive underdog for comeback player of the year before this game, and I was like, oh man, he's like 3 sacks and a pick 6 away from winning that thing.
I think Phillip Rivers has stole it from him right now.
That's a good point. Coming back from the couch,
oh!
Tetaroa on 3rd and 11 had a pass breakup, would have been a touchdown if he would have been able to wrangle it, but
let it get into his chest pads, and that's
just made a big play on that drive earlier, I believe, like a big gain of 40 or so. A little bit behind him, and great coverage too.
Boy,
by Riley.
God is playing the hit stick on this afternoon games today. Man, he is everywhere you look.
Spamming the hit stick button.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot that you established that that's how being God works. Is you get to play Madden for the NFL. I forgot about that. That's a good point.
Like there are prayers right now being said. Like just a minute.
Kick is up. Kick is straight through the uprights for the Panthers as they go up 10-7 in New Orleans. Good to see them playing well. Winning record, by the way, for the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers are in first place in the South right now.
Yep, of course. We all saw that coming. Panthers did look feisty at the end of last year. I mean, they didn't look like they had the guys to do it, but
I mean, we were touting a lot of their offensive weapons. Like we didn't see Rico Dowdle being like what he is. But,
we certainly did not.
But we did say, hey, you might want to look into investing in some of these Panthers
Tetaroa.
For your fantasy purposes. Tetaroa.
Yeah. And Bryce, for best ball purposes, Bryce Young was basically free in best ball. You get him in like the 18th round. So.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, blown coverage. Pat Surtain down the field for the Broncos. The Packers just ended up taking a 6-point lead in that one on their last drive.
And Keyshawn Nixon just kind of lets
double move.
Cortland Sutton.
He fooled him. He tricked him. Pranked him.
Which one of my one of the fantasy football podcasts I listen to hates the Sean Payton offense just because you can't set your watch to any of their players. It's just a who's who of just random people will go off at random times. Like one week it'd be Cortland Sutton.
This drive it is evidently Cortland Sutton. They go right back at him. I'm starting him, by the way, Cortland. I keep on. I think I'm going up against like some really high scoring teams because I keep on seeing my guys catching passes and stuff, and it's just not going well the other way. Taylor in space for a first down. He's got to have 20 touches in the first half, right? Taylor?
Yep. And then we looks like the left tackle was good out. Got a bad shoulder injury because he is really.
All right. Lions with an opportunity to go up 2 scores, actually, in what's felt like a very close game. Jared Goff maneuvering around the pocket and just kind of throwing one in the dirt. More of a throwaway than anything. Is how I'm going to
Was it a throwaway or is he just tried?
No, it was clearly a throwaway, dude. Obviously, he didn't just dirt that one 15 yards away from his intended receiver for no reason.
Troy Franklin's just having himself a season.
2nd and 10, and Lions have been beating him deep even on 3rd and long situations.
And they should not have blown the whistle. Troy Franklin absolutely was just sitting on the receiver or the defender.
Yep. Right to be pissed off. Be a handoff up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's going to get hit rather quickly, gain of 3 or so. A little bit of jocularity going
Boy,
on after
Jared
the play.
Purse is just absolutely like almost like cartoonishly throwing people off of him.
What's his deal? Get him off the field. Puna Ford getting off the field now too. 3rd and 8. And you get your first stop of the game, and then Jared Goff gets plenty of time, unable to find an open receiver, and all of a sudden you're 3rd and 8, and you're hoping you don't go 3 and out after getting your first big stop of the game. I love Jack Fox. I don't want to see him right here. Not yet. Shotgun formation. Snap is away, driving back to passes. Jared thrown over the middle, caught short of the sticks. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And I think now it's time for Dan Campbell to pull his big nuts out and go ahead and get a first down here for the boys. What do you think?
We'll see. Looks like they're at least huddling for it.
They're inside their own 30-yard line or so.
Kansas didn't work out for Andy Reid last week, so
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think you go for it. I think the offensive line has been good enough. And I think if you really want to get fancy with it, you can go ahead and pull that sucker and let Jared Goff just go ahead and get it for you. If you're really feeling lucky.
If Phillip Rivers wins this game,
I think he's going to. I mean, Phillip Rivers
what is Pat McAfee going to do?
I can't wait. I'll tell you that.
Is Pat McAfee going to unretire and help his Colts?
There was a NFL insider that said that Pat McAfee got a workout by the Colts, and they liked what they saw. A real life NFL insider said that. Pat McAfee didn't deny it on the Pat McAfee show, and the tweet got a little bit of views. I made a comment on it that got a little bit of action, so I got to assume that the tweet got some action too. And no note from Pat McAfee. I don't know if they're looking for a punter or a backup holder or what, but if Phillip Rivers can do it, Pat McAfee certainly can. Kick a few balls when needed, when asked, when called upon. 3rd and 4 for Phillip Rivers from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be dropping back to pass. Thrown to the middle. Caught! Phillip Rivers touchdown! Wow! And Phillip Rivers throws his first touchdown of his 40-year-old career, going up 2 scores against the first place Seattle Seahawks.
Well, second place. I think the Rams are in first.
Oh, yeah. Good point. First place in my heart. And perfect ball, downward sloping spiral. And Phillip Rivers, a lot of people called him fat before this game started.
He is kind of fat.
Who's fat now? People behind the keyboard. All right, we're going to get out of commercial break here for the Detroit Lions game. Here in a second, we'll see what the Lions are going to elect to do here.
Do you think there's a jock strap that can hold Phillip Rivers' balls right? That's all I can think. After that touchdown. And
the Lions are currently at their own 29-yard line, 4th and 1. The offense is still out there. See if they can give him an old hard count, Ryan Perrio, here in what I assume is a pretty Detroit-friendly road.
Colts fans have got a hard count right now.
Got a hard count for Phil Rivers. All right, kind of like a triangle eye here.
I feel like this is an actual play. Like this is going to be
so snap is away. Quick snap. Jared Goff has the ball. Caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's going to be forward for a gain of 20. And that's what I said. I mean, if you really want to get it, you can go ahead and get that couple of tough yards. Or if you really trust in Jared Goff, you could have him pull that sucker and throw it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, the best receiver in the whole NFL, even in this game.
Yeah, I could tell by the formation that was going to go.
Pressure in his face. Yeah,
but I thought maybe it would be a sneaky handout to 40, the up back.
I like how they quick snapped it too. I think we got a Broncos touchdown there. What they're saying, he was short. Nope. Now we're getting the dance. Little Jordan Humphrey. Play action and pressure in his face. Going to check down into the dirt again. Stopping the clock. It'll be 1:49. Lions have all the time in the world. 2 timeouts remaining. And so do the Rams for what that's worth. That'll be a pretty clear touchdown there for little Jordan Humphrey.
UT product.
UT drink, obviously. Jared Goff, great first half so far. Both teams evenly matched on offense, 200 yards apiece as we're sitting right now. Shotgun formation. Gibbs to the right of Jared Goff. Jared Goff pointing that shit. Pretty quiet there in LA, if I imagine. And Jared Goff's going to drop back to pass. And plenty of time thrown to his check down. Jahmyr Gibbs taken down from behind, wrapped up around the hips.
Make sure that not a bad tackle. Like I said, he just was making sure that Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't just laying on top of him.
Doing the roll around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did a good job of picking his hands up too, to be like, yo, that I wasn't trying to be like a sneaky little snake and trying to do a delay game.
Yeah.
Smart football on both sides of the ball here. And Lions will probably wisely let this clock kind of wind down here to discourage the Rams from potentially
look for a shot from JMO or Tesla. Both of them be at the top of the field. I feel like this is going to be a
deep one.
It could be you got to get yourself in
3rd and 8. Jared Goff looking deep down the field, throwing deep down the field, caught. First down. Amon-Ra St. Brown slides wisely, avoiding the hit from behind. Landman was looking to take an ACL away from Amon-Ra St. Brown, so Amon-Ra sensed it and wisely slid down to the turf. And we are at 46 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun formation at midfield. Jared's dropping back to pass. Deep ball over the middle. Caught! Jameson Williams. That'll be a first down. And they're going to take their first timeout. Great, perfect timeout usage by Motor City Dan Campbell. He's calling timeouts and he's calling the plays. Name one other coach in the NFL who could do that with glasses on.
Mike McDaniels of the Dolphins.
He does wear glasses.
And he wears sunglasses.
Yeah. The only difference is he vapes and Campbell chews. Juices tobacco. But not as wacky tobacco. All right. Even though it's legal in Detroit. I assume he wouldn't do that because he's too tough for that, you know.
I'm gonna give props to the Lions offensive line that's been kind
Looked
of
great.
What's like, I think since Thanksgiving Day, I think they kind of got kind of talked down about by the Packers.
AQ Shipley was talking shit. AQ Shipley said this offensive line can't win a Super Bowl. They're out of contention. AQ Shipley called them dead. They've been good in pass pro, decent in run block as well so far. Ryan Perrio, shotgun formation, and Jared Goff's going to pass again. Deep ball into the end zone. Touchdown! Jameson Williams wide open in the end zone. Put a safety back there, Rams. What are you guys fucking thinking? Bunch of dumb idiots out there. Maybe put a safety over the top of the field. Or did JMO just beat 2 high safeties? Is that what happened? Ready, set, go. Oh, let's not pull a hamstring, boys.
As they both go down. I
don't think that was a full effort situation. I think that was more
there was a safety back there. Let's see. He bit.
Wow. And what a drive. What is that? A 70-yard drive there for the Detroit Lions. An elite drive to go up 2 scores. Rams get ball at half. And that's a big one, Ryan Perrio. Extra point is up and extra point is straight through 30 seconds left. And the Lions burn enough time on that drive to now have legitimately 30 seconds left on the clock. So I think if I know Matty Stafford, and I do, known pussy, he'll go ahead and take this knee, take it into the end zone down 2 scores. He's not worried about that at all.
You know who's worried? The people that took Seattle at the 14.
Yeah, minus 14.5 or whatever the closing line was. Yeah, you can maybe just double down for Sunday night because you ain't gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get up by 14 against the Colts already at this point. You're down 10.
Jordan Love, by the way, putting a drive together here. 1:37 on the clock. 14-13. The Broncos lead them in Denver. Shotgun formation, dropping back to pass. Over the middle, caught wide open.
Whoa!
Very soft zone, but not a very soft tackle there at midfield. He gets kind of sandwiched in between a few large lads in that secondary. And we're going to get a penalty on the...
Roughing the passer on the Broncos.
Plus 15. That's going to put him in field goal range, Ryan Perrio.
Boy.
Creepers. What are we thinking here, boys?
It's on Zach Allen, who's...
What are we thinking here, boys? He's kind of hit him low. Then he got hit high.
I think to me that's more on the other guy than 99.
Yeah.
I think 99 just kind of got through and then got legs tangled up with the offensive lineman because he just kind of went straight down.
Myles Garrett, we're seeing some highlights, by the way, had, I think, 2 full sacks today. So he's a half a sack away from tying the record, which it would have been cool to see him tie the record or beat the record in 14 games because I believe was Strahan's
16.
It was 16 games?
It was a week 16 game where technically, even in that game, Brett Favre kind of gave him
because it was 2001, right?
Yeah.
So I thought they were still playing 14 games in 2001.
no, it was 16,
Okay.
and I think on that there's speculation that Brett Favre just kind of
Oh yeah, because the guy went and yelled at Brett Favre in the documentary. The guy who Strahan beat.
he just kind of
He was pretty emotional about it, but then I thought about it, and Strahan like literally,
Whoa!
yeah, he got Josh Jacobs got mollywopped high at the line of scrimmage.
that's not Molly was that was the other Manuel.
Either way.
Oh, look at this! Look at the jocularity going on here in Seattle.
Getting some close-ups on the kickers here.
Golly, some
That's the
bad
punters.
clock usage
That's
here
the
by
punters.
Seattle. My goodness, that took 20 seconds to untangle.
I guess I should have started Jared Goff in fantasy this week, huh? 24 points in the first half.
Unless you had Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm playing against Trevor Lawrence actually in that matchup, now that you mention it.
335 TDs
Nope.
today.
Yeah.
We're
going to get a return here. Not been great return so far for the Rams. Good one here. Gets them to about the 34-yard line, but ticks 6 important seconds off the clock. What do you expect the Rams to do here, Ryan Perrio?
I think you're gonna try to throw some. You're gonna try to throw some shots to Devontae and Puka. I mean, you got the receiving talent to get it down there. Just can you hold up against this Lions pass rush with Muhammad and Hutchinson kind of really
wreaking havoc this week?
But watch this,
so they're just
hold them down.
They're just ripping and tearing.
Yeah,
wrong with
but
that.
I mean that's still
all right. They're going for it. Ryan Perrio, pressure on the edge, check down to Kyron, spin move at the logo. Campbell tackles him.
Timeout.
Be a first down. Rams take their second timeout of the half. 17 seconds left, enough for about 3 plays and a field goal attempt if you're lucky. But Lions focusing on tackling them inbounds for this one with a 10-point lead. You want to hold that 10-point lead into half. And meanwhile, Mohammed and Aiden Hutchinson are looking to pin their ears back and meet at the quarterback here.
Yeah. The thing about the Seahawks and the Colts is that while they were ripping at the football and then he was down, the whistles blew, like they were still running clock and nobody seemed to have any urgency to line up to spike it.
Lions looking like they're sending 3 on this one. Aiden the top of the screen. And Stafford out of his hand deep. And Puka caught his Saginaw Valley State cover man, fell on that one. And Puka Nacua gets him inside the 10-yard line with 11 seconds left. DJ Reed on the coverage there and just kind of gets tripped up. Feet kind of get tangled. And Matty Stafford puts that one right on Puka Nacua. 11 seconds left. 1 timeout left for the Rams. Spin move, Aiden Hutchinson. And thrown incomplete. No flags, which is good to see. 7 seconds left. Enough time for one more shot at the end zone here, Ryan Perrio.
It's got to be all or nothing. If you can't do it, you got to make it incomplete. Because
and you can just take a sack, like get down fat, like take a knee, basically, right? Like take a 3-step drop back, nothing's open, take a knee, kick a field goal because you got that timeout. Puka Nacua, like you said, he is inevitable. You just got to contain him enough to win the game. And the Rams are going to get the ball back. So 7 seconds left, shotgun formation. Dropping back to pass line, send 3 again. Thrown to the end zone. High. Oh, dangerous pass up into the direction of Devontae Adams. And DJ Reed does well to break that one up. And if that one was tipped in the right direction into the end zone, that could have been an interception, and they could have lost 3 points on that play, Ryan.
Yeah.
Risky. It'll be a short field goal here for the Rams to go down 7. And it would have been nice to hold that 2-score lead. But we'll see if Harrison Mevis decides to miss this one.
Boy,
for
he's
us.
the thicker kicker for sure.
37-yarder kick is up, and the kick is going to be through the uprights. And that'll be the end of the second half. We're going to take a break. Stay on. Stay tuned with us.
Like the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
and just relax.
Yeah. See you next year. Me, fa, sol, la. And we don't need to talk about what just happened. Oh. But we are live, and I have confirmed that we are live based on a hot phone we had on set here. Maddie Stafford in the power I formation. Blitz up the middle. They run right into it. The Rams do. Gets munched up around the ankles by, I believe, Jack Campbell and the boys. This is Comedians on a Couch Watching Football. I'm sitting next to Ryan Perrio, a comedian on a couch here in South Dallas, and we are here to watch football. Primarily the Lions and the Rams game. We did make a little bit of a decision as we were coming out of the half here. I have turned on the 49ers game and the Titans because I want to be in on that one. Of course, we're going to stay tuned with the Colts and the Seahawks as well. Matty Stafford, 2nd and 7. Play action. Aiden Hutchinson in his face, and he got rid of it. And that'll be Davis Allen for a first down. Great play by Matty Stafford there coming out of the half, down 7. Unblocked Aiden Hutchinson coming right down in his face. Right on the logo. I think that'll count as a logo shot, though, as Matty Stafford gets planted on the logo. That'll be a drink.
Matt Stafford technically took a logo shot there, so.
Yeah, he sure did. That sure counts in my book. In my book, it counts. Good coverage there. Denver Broncos down 2. Matty Stafford, handoff up the middle. And that'll be Jack Campbell again. Wrangling them down for a gain of 6. And that'll be Blake Corum on that carry.
Riley Moss getting pass interference. Man, Riley Moss is just having a hard-fought day. They are just making sure he gets some work. Let's see if we can see any pass interference. A little bit. Like that's, I don't feel like that's a really like unwarranted call. Like I don't see a lot. Like he's got a little bit of an arm bar, but I don't see anything where he absolutely
handoff in the middle again. Munch up again by Jack Campbell. They keep on testing him, and the Iowa Hawkeye keeps on filling those holes.
You know who else is filling those holes?
Phillip Rivers. Drink.
Speaking of holes, playoff Sam Darnold seems to have entered the chat.
Yeah, he sure has. And so has playoff Josh Jacobs.
Good
Touchdown.
Lord.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
Throwing up 2 scores.
Josh Jacobs has missed playing the Broncos. He sure just, I think he had like some of his largest rushing games when he was a Raider against
Big
the
3rd and 3. Matty Stafford play action, well covered downfield, pressure in his face. And Matty Stafford always a threat, but not a big enough threat on that one as Aiden Hutchinson, the Michigan's
I feel like they're going to go for it.
4th and short. They're definitely going for it if the first half was any indication on their policy on going for it on 4th and down. And no readers required. Sean McVay, much more handsome of the 2 coaches in this game if you're into Twinks. Nice. And under center is Matty Stafford, changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. Lions difficult to run up against. Man goes in motion. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Hit in the backfield, but he's going to fall forward for the first down, getting just enough. The young lad out of Saginaw Valley State trips him up in the backfield, but not enough for Blake Corum to fall short of the line to gain. And we'll see the blitz from the corner here. Hit him low, and Blake Corum does a great job of staying off the turf there and gaining the first down.
Boy, Seattle is just having a whale of a time here.
Sam Darnold of a time here. Yep. Under center again is Matty Stafford. And it'll be a pitch to Puka Nacua around the edge. Hit by Derek Barnes, but he's going to break that tackle and gain 6 with Rocky Sin and a pal from Saginaw Valley State helping tackle him there.
Let's look at Cam Ward here. Do a fake to the left, out to the right screen to DK. Not much doing there for DK.
I like the 3-1-3 cards. Except I'm not 3-1-3, Ryan Perrio. 2-4-8.
Okay.
2-4-8.
Straight Detroit?
No, 3-1-3 is Detroit. 2-4-8's like a way tougher hood. It's really tough over there in Novi and Livonia. Drawing back to passes. Matty pressure in his face. Hit and sacked. Is that Roy Lopez on the sack? Of course it is. Only cost $3 million a year for that sack. And what a deal for Andrew Berry and the Detroit Lions. Loss of about 15, and that's a big sack that you do not want to take. Aleem McNeil helping press the pocket from the opposite side.
And Dotson just having no luck trying to block him whatsoever. Like it looked like he was on his heels. And Stafford didn't go down, I would say, textbook like that. He might have a little bit of a.
Oh, they're
making
Amik Robertson come off the field. That's not good.
Let's see what happens to Amik.
Ooh, lower body injury, potentially. Ooh, yikes. Definitely just a cramp. I'm going to speculate on that injury recklessly and say that's definitely just a cramp. Not worried about it at all. Get Avonte Maddox out there. He'll lock somebody down. He'll lock Devontae Adams down. I'm not worried about it even a little bit. Oh, fumbled the snap. Matty Stafford pressured his face. He's going to be a throwaway. And did he get out? Is that going to be intentional grounding? I guess they're going to say receivers sort of in the area. 4th and 12, and the Lions defense, they'll force a field goal here. But a field goal in this game, Ryan Perrio, seems like a massive win for either side of the football.
Yeah, it's a massive win unless you're, betting the over and you really want to see it cover already. Then you would
if you're betting the over and you're upset about a field goal attempt here on the first drive out of the Rams.
Hey,
suck it up.
Some people's knees and lives are on the line by some of these bets right now.
We've got the best butt out of a kicker I've seen in a while. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be straight through the uprights. And the Rams will add 3 points to their score, making this a 4-point ball game with the Lions about to get their first possession of the half coming out of this progressive commercial break. And I'm not talking about politics. Well, I guess I sort of am. Car insurance. Yeah, that's political.
Ooh, where are you throwing that one, Bo Nix?
Bo Nix and the Broncos down 9, our only game that is not currently in a commercial break. You ever grind some of that UFL tape, Ryan Perrio?
Sometimes. Like if you're looking for during the draft, like there's some people like I think Raider, like one of the former Raiders DBs that was like one of their top 5 picks that was playing in the UFL last year is now on the Texans like practice squad, but it's just
Jake Bates.
No, but
more of a college guy.
Yeah.
Me grinding that college tape for us in the off season.
Grinding it now.
Yeah, well, that's why we like you, Ryan Perry. What are you seeing right now out of this next upcoming draft class?
A lot of offensive line. Like I really, as a Texans
NFL
fan,
needs it. NFL needs offensive line, for goodness sakes.
Offensive line and quarterback. Like the amount of like you're looking just even at the Indiana Colts, like the fact that your best option was a 44-year-old quarterback who retired 5 years ago. There's nobody just floating out here that's played in the last.
I mean,
5
you saw
years.
what Kenny Pickett did today for the Raiders. He sucks.
Yeah,
he's horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like there is it's not like top tier quarterbacks, but you definitely need like the guys that can play if your guy goes down. Like it's been much a risky game. Like I feel.
Do you think
like
the quarterback position has gotten worse, or do you think the position has gotten more difficult with the way defenses have been?
I think it's gotten worse with the salary cap because so much money is being committed to the number 1 guy that you're just trying to find a bargain basement number 2. And I think that's been the biggest, like, Mac Jones is going to get like a massive deal from somebody. Kirk Cousins is, to me, it's like if the Colts don't try to get Kirk Cousins away from the Falcons just to play
you don't think the Colts are going to re-sign Daniel Jones?
Well, he's out with an Achilles injury, so now he's not going to be able to play next year. You've got to
get Phillip Rivers out there.
I don't think Phillip Rivers is going to be able to last more than 1
he
or 2
can as
weeks.
a backup.
But who's going to start? Because Daniel Jones ain't going to be ready till week 10.
All right. Tom Kennedy back there. The Rams have been kicking the ball through the back of the end zone pretty much.
Because Tom Kennedy's a weapon.
He is a freaking weapon. Not just for the U.S. military, Tim Kennedy reference. And he is going to catch this in the end zone. They're afraid to kick to this Tom Kennedy character.
I thought he was a tight end, and I was like, man, he is a monster of a tight end. Like
I thought he was a UFC veteran.
Tim
Kennedy. But no, it was Tom. Different guy, turns out.
But he was the highlight of the Lions for the Thanksgiving day. Like I think Goff targeted him more than any other receiver in that game, in a losing effort. But I thought Tom Kennedy played a hell of a game, and I thought he earned himself more snaps, and he has become kind of your former Craig Reynolds kind of kickoff. But I could see him getting more offensive snaps, especially if he could play like the move tight end.
Handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, been tough sledding up the middle. Good gain of 5 yards. It's been about the best we've seen in between tackles so far for this offensive line. So good sign there in the first snap of the drive and first snap of the half.
And if he can gain that weight and do that, I think Dan Kell would jump at the chance to have him opposite Laporta on some of those two tight end sets.
Talking to Tom
Kennedy, yeah, because he looks like a pretty husky boy. Like he could put on a little more pounds.
Good with the ball in space.
Good with the ball in space.
A little bit of ball security situation going on with him. Handoff in the middle again to Jahmyr Gibbs, and that'll be a logo shot. Flag on the play. What's that going to be? First down if the flag is on the Rams, but the Lions are indicating with their body language that it's going to be a holding on them, and it is. And that is a potential drive killer.
On Ricci, it looks like. Your
Sorry.
fourth tight end, I would say at this point. Oh, yeah, it is a clear hole. Look at it. He's literally got the guy's shoulder pad into his face mask, so that's probably gonna get called.
That'll get called more times than not.
And Dan Campbell is probably gonna have a conversation with him as a former blocking tight end himself.
Gonna go have a conversation with Mr. Ricci.
Yeah, he's gonna probably.
Of course, we all remember Mr. Giovanni Ricci playing for Western Michigan 4 years ago, obviously.
I mean, you got some, like I said, for for where you're at, y'all got a lot of local
draw up the middle of Jahmyr Gibbs, and he does a good job of
video gaming his way.
Yeah, turning something into, or turning nothing into something.
Yeah,
turning what should have been a negative into a good, solid positive, making this another. I mean, for what the Lions have been doing on third down this game so far, pretty good on third down. So
was Glasgow the guy that came out of retirement?
No.
Okay, I know. Oh, no, it was Ragnar.
Interception, Jared Goff, by the way, and Watson looked to be unconscious on the ground after that one. Big 3rd and 9 for the Detroit Lions. Maybe a dislocated shoulder or AC joint. Dropping back to pass. Hit. Nope. Jared Goff gets the ball out of his hand, and it'll be short. Amon-Ra taken down in a twisting motion with his lower extremity. Gain of 5. But now I'm a little bit more concerned about Christian Watson here. Great interception. And
his arm was in there when they landed. Watch, his arm is still in Surtain.
Left shoulder. Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be a dislocation, Ryan Perrio. I think he dislocated his shoulder. Left shoulder kind of elbow bangs against the turf and pushes that shoulder up into the joint. And sometimes it'll force it out of the joint and anterior. Jack Fox with a big boom and great coverage. And
I think the
Rams might have fumbled that one. Great punt there by Jack Fox, and they're going to start in bad field range again. The Lions winning special teams, their biggest advantage so far in this game outside of the Aiden Hutchinson near pick interception.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the NFL, someone's going to hit someone hard enough that the other guy's going to be wearing their guardian cap. That's the kind of hitting we're seeing in some of these games, is that someone's going to be ended up wearing someone's guardian cap at the end. Like, I can't remember, was it the Patriots game last week where they was it Patriots 1 week or 2 weeks ago where the guy, no, it's Patriots Giants, where the Patriots linebacker hit the Giants receiver so hard, like the paint of his helmet flew off.
I remember it happening.
Olszewski got hit so hard that it knocked the paint off, like it knocked his paint into the air.
I do remember that happening. I don't remember.
I was like, that's something I never thought I would see outside of the 80s, where you would just knock. Like, I've seen it to where you knock like the logo, like you break the logo off, but to see paint actually pop off the helmet and fly into the air.
Just trading paint. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, he didn't trade. He just basically he basically sandblasted that thing.
Looking at the one game that we're not covering right now, the Panthers and the Saints. The Panthers still have a 17-10 point lead going close to the fourth quarter over there.
Saints fans are happy to beat traffic home.
Yeah, I'd say.
But
Smythe field goal.
I would feel like Saints going to a Saints game would be great just because of the food, just everything being right in New Orleans, right there. You could just head out to the French Quarter and slam a po' boy or something like that. It seems like a solid good time, like out there in New Orleans after football. Like
I've never been relatively close as we are.
You've got to hit you. I've got to make a trip down there with the kiddo, and it's really cool.
It's within driving distance. We've been saving more of our long-term vacations for before we had the baby, so now we're going to New Mexico. We're gonna go van life with the baby. We're gonna do Carlsbad Caverns.
Ooh, that's good.
White
good time.
Sands, and then like Guadalupe Mountains or whatever the fuck they're called. I can't remember, something like that. The 3-for-1 special. Three national parks, one trip, no big deal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Definitely do Grand Canyon when you get a chance. As Meatloaf kind of.
We'll do that as well. Christian McCaffrey first down, by the way. It's good to see.
Hey, Meatloaf.
Oh,
boy, Meatloaf definitely looks like she has not missed a meal.
You think she's thick?
Think she's getting a little thick, kitty.
Okay, I need to turn down her feeder. I'm giving her 6 meals a day.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You think she's fat? You think she's gone fat?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop feeding her as much. And Amik Robertson coming off of that. Amik Robertson back in the game, by the way, breaks up a pass to Devontae Adams, Ryan Perrio. You want to talk more shit about my cat?
Okay, sorry if Meatloaf's looking like Meatloaf right now.
I think she looks fine.
She looked up.
No, she just got hair now.
It's fine. Everybody does on the holidays.
Yeah,
she's putting on a holiday weight.
Yeah.
I'll turn one of her meals off. I'll get her down to 5 meals.
She does definitely have a nice coat, and she does seem to.
Way better.
We'll see how long that lasts when the baby gets here.
Second and 10.
We will never see Meatloaf again.
Kyron Williams joins Matty Stafford in shotgun.
Ooh,
and Muhammad right into his face. Puka Nakua short check down, but he's going to gain 9 on Rocky Sin and Avante Maddox.
Yep.
There's a couple of wily vets over there.
Oh, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix putting one right on to
Franklin. Like that.
Troy Franklin.
The play, though, watch the play. Like it's nothing's there. Then
Ooh. We've got what appears to be an offensive lineman down for the Rams. Aiden Hutchinson's been having himself a day so far, and if you're losing another one here, that's gonna be tough to come back for if you're the LA Rams.
Yeah, he got right on 20's back. Franklin got rolled around and got on 20's back shoulder, and Bo Nix just.
Miss Natalie, my love, my one true loving wife. If you have a second. Oh, I think I have teas in the fridge. If you want to just grab me one of those. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, I've had enough cheer, but I just don't want to make you walk as far, you know. I'll have a cheer. I also will have to get up and pee in like 2 minutes, so a little bit of a waste of time, but I feel like I'm having a great conversation.
Yeah.
You know. And we're still in commercial break for the Lions. I don't know if that indicates maybe this is going to be a long-term injury for the offensive tackle. I don't know the Rams, if I'm honest. I don't know the Rams' offensive line health situation.
They're pretty healthy.
I think they're pretty healthy, right?
Alert Jackson's undrafted guy. It's just a mountain of a man. He's like 6'8", 3 out of Florida. He's a big old boy. Like he doesn't have a lot of good feet, but he is just hard to get around just because of his size.
Thank you, my love.
He's kind of the archetype for what the Texans wanted an Ariante Ursary to be. Is kind of just an overwhelming size.
I think Sam Darnold, gotta have it. Sam Darnold has officially entered the chat, by the way. 4th and 4. They're going to have to punt this one away back to Phil Rivers and the boys. 4-point lead in their ball game, just like ours.
Let's see here what we got going on with Christian McCaffrey and the Titans.
Oh, he's short. Didn't have the first down. Well short. The Phil Rivers saga, I think, is the end of Alec Pierce's season, unfortunately. The way his arm has looked.
Yeah, unless Alec Pierce just
Cortland Sutton in touchdown. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. Fantasy football and IRL implications on the line. NFC North game and a guy I started. That's a 2-for-1 special, like we like to call
dig deep. Like Jamie Jakes' team is just digging deep and finding ways to win right now.
Yeah, I mean, that team in particular.
Well, he he made a move to the inside and just cut it back outside.
Clear touchdown.
Yep.
For Cortland Sutton. And Lions send a blitz up the middle. Doesn't get home. Check down, first down to
Parkinson.
Colby Parkinson.
Boy, their tight end team is
good job out of the offensive line and the running back crew to block that.
Their tight end team is just so impressive though, because it doesn't seem like anyone's like you can tell TE1 from TE2, but they just all seem to be equal participants and run and pass and block. They don't seem to have.
This is starting to feel like one that's going to come down to the wire, Ryan Perrio.
As
in LA.
Game should be.
Play action. Matty Stafford, Aiden Hutchinson in his face, deep ball. Almost intercepted.
Boy.
Broken up by the Legion of Whom here for the Detroit Lions.
On that attempt. Former Pitts Panther, Kent Mumfield. I know he played for Pittsburgh. I just can't remember if it's they had some funny names out in Pitt.
Oh, on the target there for the Rams is Mumfield, of course. That was
he's a Pittsburgh. I can't remember his first name.
I believe that was our guy Nick Whiteside from Saginaw Valley State in the past breakup. Legion of Whom. Bad snap again. Matty Stafford delayed handoff up the middle kind of works in a way. Kyron Williams with a gain of 8.
Former Notre Dame great Kyron Williams.
Cal Juszczyk getting a first down over there in the San Francisco game. San Francisco 49ers looking to blow this one open late here in the third quarter. Up 24-10. Starting at near touchdown range.
Juszczyk.
Now it'll be 3rd and 3. Big 3rd and 3. Empty. Quick snap. Matty Stafford over the middle. Caught. Logo. And taken down by the ankles, but not after the big game for Devontae Adams and the LA Rams. That's definitely on the logo. Avonte Maddox. Look, Natalie.
He went across it, but he didn't get tackled on the logo.
He caught it on the logo.
You said it was where the
Producer Natalie just taken this to the no fun league. Like it's.
What do you think, chat? He has a logo shot. I think it was a logo shot. If you ask me. 1st and 10. Nearing midfield. Not quite there yet are the LA Rams. Starting in bad field position after special teams. That's a logo shot. Tackled after a gain of 5 is Kyron Williams by Jack Campbell, who I think has like 20 tackles this game. He might break a record for.
Oh, so close for McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey trying to punch one
I feel like you tripped over a dead body because that Titan hasn't moved. Like
2nd and 4 for the LA Rams. Now on the logo. They've been doing a good job of staying ahead of schedule on first down. Lions been buckling down with big plays and on 3rd down at times. Matty Stafford play action. A little bit of time. Thrown over the middle. Caught. Devontae Adams first down. And that'll flip the field. Gain of about 25. Making it look easy against this Detroit Lions defense. But what do you expect? That's Daniel Thomas out of Auburn, obviously, on the tackle there.
Kittle with a touchdown.
Ooh, George Kittle touchdown, you say. Ooh, okay. That might be significant for me fantasy football wise. I think Kittle's had a good game already from what I've seen, from what I've heard. Out there on the streets.
Phillip Rivers back to pass, throwing
footwork looks great, by the way. Dropping back to pass, Matty Stafford on 1st and 10. Into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Oh, Colby Parkinson, corner of the end zone on Daniel Thomas, of course, out of Auburn, and the Rams will take the lead.
Let's see this play again, because the Lions defender is swearing that this is incomplete. Let's see, catch, puts it. Is it? I can't see where.
Can't see the ball yet.
Yeah.
I think
Thomas. It would have been on the ground, but Thomas
is it in his right hand?
It's right there at the 1. It shouldn't be.
That
it
might
should,
be incomplete, Ryan Perrio. If we could just get a good fucking angle out of the Fox broadcast, that'd be great. I don't think he caught it.
Ryan's right, then his knees down.
right there, his knees down.
Well, he's got to catch the ball. He doesn't have the ball. Look,
It's right
he
there.
doesn't
It
have-
is.
He's also down.
he doesn't have possession of the ball. Look, the ball hits the turf right there, right? Am I
I can't
crazy?
I can't tell because
Watch
it's,
from this angle.
Yeah, I was like,
So,
No, he does not.
Nope,
have
no,
that.
Thomas's-
Oh.
nope. Thomas's hands basically.
But I don't think it hits the turf.
Yeah, I think Thomas basically keeps it in his hands because he's trying to force it out. So anything it lands, it hits right on his arm.
And they're not going to find an angle to overturn this one, but I don't think he's got it.
I don't think he's. I don't know if he's in. I think he catches it, but I think he's at the 1, if anything.
No, I think he's going to be in the end zone.
But I think it's number like his left arm because it's got that big black cast.
he
on it.
doesn't have it here. And that's the left arm pad from Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where's the ball though?
It's between. I think Thomas's hand, him having his hand right there, is what keeps the ball from being dropped, or you can see it because it just masks it, and because it's painted black, there's no way. Like I can't even see the football in half of these goddamn replays.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
You would think mega $1 million broadcasting companies would have.
Maybe they'll have a different angle, and then we're gonna find out that's incomplete.
Jordan Love. Jordan Love
At midfield,
I thought he was going to take off for like a 50-yard run.
up 2. There's Jordan Love, and they're gonna say stands. Quick review. They're gonna say stands. Stands. Yeah, not enough to overturn it. Yeah. Great play. Yeah, there wasn't an angle to show us that maybe that ball hit the turf, but great play by
That's what
Matty
I'm saying.
Stafford.
Like if it did, it's behind his arm, so you can't see in the shadows.
And he knew it wasn't gonna be easy. And you know what we need, Ryan Perrio?
What?
We need a fucking Jameer Gibbs 70-yard touchdown. That's what I'd like to see. What would you like to see?
Agent Zero. Just
Kick is up. Kick is straight through the uprights. Extra point is good. Then it'll be a 27-24 ball game here.
Yep.
In LA, in Detroit, California. Basically, if you look at the audience, look at the crowd on the football field. I'm gonna take a much needed pee break
Okay.
before we get 4s up. Ryan Perrio.
All right. Only game right now that's going right now is a Denver team, which they're begging for some defense on 2nd and 10. And near midfield, handoff to Jacobs, and he is swallowed whole. So this is the Broncos do the Mile High salute, which is always cool to see as somebody that saw that during their high school years. But yeah, there's nowhere to go with that running game. There's just a lot of orange shirts just waiting. I feel like we got audio, and I'll get Jamie to fix that on the.
Yeah, we turn it down.
If you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Jamie wants to hear someone broadcast.
There's the commercials. Can
Yeah, it's the commercials, luckily.
you still hear?
No.
You got a nice little dog cuddled up with you.
It'll be cuddled up in the Juliet's crib, probably.
I just had to. It took me like 3 minutes to get Meatloaf out from underneath her crib just now.
When you have a baby in there, she'll be out of it.
Or she'll be suffocating her. I don't know.
I don't think she'll be suffocating her. I think
Someone said that once and now it's stuck in my head.
no. Welcome to being a mother.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I'm sure I'll
Intrusive
be
thoughts of just sidebar
My cat is
conversations.
gonna suffocate my baby.
If anything, it'll eat your baby's food.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm sure strained chicken will taste delicious to that.
Dave Jakes says there's the fixes in. That wasn't a catch.
Wow, David Jakes is definitely Debbie Downer as far as the
What? No.
Come
Dave?
Come on, Dave.
He's the epitome of positivity. Dave Jakes when it comes to Detroit Lions. To be fair to Dave Jakes, Detroit Lions fan for much longer than me, and it's been a rough go.
It is like I said, it is a toxic relationship you have chosen.
Mhm.
And then you chose the Cleveland Browns as your
Well,
side piece.
a lot of people say you choose your team. I was groomed by my parents abusively to become a Lions fan. So
I feel like David Jakes is maybe disagreeing that you
I was groomed by the Disney
Son-
Channel and my parents.
son, do you just like to
Tom Kennedy got tripped up. He found that crease, didn't he? Just couldn't quite get up into it. Good kick coverage there. And that'll be I think it's a catch.
It's a catch, but
Yeah.
I think it would not have been a catch if Thomas's arm isn't there to keep the ball.
Yeah,
Like
either way.
it's kind of he pins it against that arm, that arm in there to kind of
that
make
left
it a catch.
arm pad, right?
Yeah, he catches it and like if that arm pad's not there, it's on the ground.
Yeah.
And so it bounces off his arm pad and back into his chest.
Yeah. All right. J-Mo.
Darnold
goes in motion. Play action. Pressure in his face. Deep ball. He's got man down there.
Oh.
J-Mo dropped it.
Felt like that was pass interference though.
Felt like he got in there early, didn't it?
Well, it just felt like J-Mo had to rip through like two people to get back. Watch the see.
See the coverage here by the Rams. And no, it just kind of misjudged it, honestly. J-Mo, I feel like, kind of misjudged that pass.
Great call, though. Great play call. Just to say, hey, you know what? We're going to take a shot.
And they've been beating them deep over the middle all game. And Jared Goff, by the way, I mean, not the result you're looking for out of that play, but puts the pass on the money under pressure, which is what you want to see out of him.
Yeah. Like, to me.
Dropping back to pass. Uh-oh, pressure in his face. This time sacked.
He couldn't dirt it that time.
Nope. And now it'll be third and playing field.
Is that Byron Young?
And that's really bad. That might be game over.
Well, he just had a good inside move on who's 57 on the O-line.
You don't know who 57 on the O-line for the Detroit Lions is? You don't know Tristan Colon?
He definitely played like a colon on that play. Like,
sure did. All right.
Almost an interception there by a 49ers.
Would have been nice for me. Third and 22. See what Detroit Lions will dial up a screen that doesn't work. The Rams are ready for. And Jack Fox is going to get sent out there. Lions down 3 points. So if you hold them to 3 on this drive, you feel like you win, but it doesn't feel like that's in the cards today, Ryan Perrio, as a stop when you need it right now.
It is. You're 3 points down. You are not down 10. Your defense has been.
It feels like we're already down 6.
Your defense has been playing some lights out outside of the first possession. That possession right there, they've been playing some pretty solid ball.
I don't know. The
MVP
points.
candidate Matt Stafford up until that point had not had a TD pass.
Almost fumbled the punt.
Very short punt though by Fox.
Yeah, short punt at about midfield is where Matty Stafford and the boys will start with the football.
But Matty Stafford has not played his best game. There's been
he's missed it. Not in that third quarter, he played his best ball this game. In the first half, missed a lot of wide open receivers.
Missed a lot of wide open throws. Ran himself into some sacks. So it's not out of the realm possibility that you can get this team off the field with maybe 3 points or even 0 if
it doesn't feel possible. Ryan Perrio, it just feels like they're just going to go for it on 4th down, and it's just not going to be. We just need another turnover. We need Matty Stafford to slip up one more time for us, and that's doesn't feel likely. Shotgun formation, dropping back to pass, plenty of time, throwing over the middle, caught wide open, Puka Nacua, inside the 20, inside the 15, and nearing the 10-yard line. And that's kind of what I was talking about, because they're going to go up 2 scores here with a touchdown, and that's going to be all she wrote. So Lions can't play defense good enough, and they can't play offense good enough. Special teams been good. Special teams been great. Put it right over top of Alex Anzalone. Get in the zone. Anzalone. But the Lions could still cover here, which is really what we're playing for at the moment. Under center is Matty Stafford. Devontae on an island up top of your screen. And it'll be a handoff up the middle around the edge. And that'll be Blake Corum for a touchdown, which will be meaningful to a lot of fantasy managers out there potentially.
It's the bright spot of a Detroit Lion who's starting Blake Corum's day now.
Yeah, if you had to start Blake Corum in the fantasy football playoffs and you're a Detroit Lions fan.
After watching Kyron Williams Vulture 2 potential, like The guy that's built to run it for short yardage gets pulled for the guy that just kind of dances.
And just like I said, two score ball game now after the stop that the Rams achieved on defense. Kick is up and kick is good. We're not at the fourth quarter yet. It's not over, but it certainly feels over as I'm starting to punch microphones here in the studio, Ryan Perrio. And this is Jared Goff has played his best ball of the season the last couple of games, including this game. You can't be too mad about him. You can't even be too mad about the defensive line for the Detroit Lions. The way they're creating pressure on defense has been pretty good, actually. It's just the story of the Lions the last 2 seasons been too banged up. The defensive secondary is incredibly injured, and you just don't have your guys out there.
Yeah.
And you don't have your guys out there, you're going to have a tough time winning football games against good football teams.
Yeah. And it's two crucial positions: your defensive backfield and your offensive line. It's just did this, and like every team kind of goes through injuries, but it just sucks when it's the same position group and you think you've done your off. Like as a Texans fan, I thought, you know what, offensive line's been bad last year. We've done yeoman's work to try to get it fixed, and you come into the season and it's like it's just not fixed, and you get frustrated as a fan because you had all fucking off season to figure out what you needed, and you still, and it's like, what do we have to do to not have both of our starting corners not be on injured reserve? Like, what do we need to do? Because if you don't practice them, then they just get torched. But I understand. I totally, as a Texans fan, watching my position offensive line still. And my offensive line can't even line up for a short yardage tush push type play without being some sort of illegal formation penalty in week fucking 15 of a season where you've had endless hours to coach it up and they still make the same mistakes. It's like, why does the coach still have his job? Why is he allowed to coach our team if they're not even prepared before the ball is snapped to run the play? Why are we running the play?
Lions reestablishing the run by getting a gain of 2. That'll be 5 yards in the second half so far this game for the Detroit Lions.
And I do wonder if there is something going on now with Jahmyr Gibbs, though, because of when we were talking about earlier with so many runs with Andrews versus Gibbs. Like, is there something going on with Gibbs where they're trying to, like, there's an injury that they don't want to worsen?
I don't know.
Because he's gone off for like 350 yards the last 2 weeks each game. And it's just
only 10 touches so far. I like that they go to him there, though, if I'm honest.
Good Lord.
Titans are still playing a football game here.
They definitely just went through, like, they just sent everybody. Curious to see who takes over that position. That's a very bare cupboard. That's, to me, like, I would say the least desirable coaching position.
Titans?
Yeah.
They sent Vrabel out the door. You want to go work for a guy who fired Vrabel, who's going to win head coach of the year this year?
Well, they fired the GM that fired
Vrabel. Lose today.
Yeah, but they fired the GM that fired Vrabel. But I think they just don't. The talent pool there is so bare, and you've played yourself out of by victory last week. You basically took yourself out of the first round pick, which you could have then mortgaged because you feel like you do have your quarterback of the future already on the roster, which means for the teams like the Jets and maybe the Saints and that are in the top 3 to 5 picks that need a quarterback, the Raiders, you could have pretty mortgaged that for a lot of assets. And I know that
that might have been a fumble, Ryan.
That's what they're saying. That's
Brock Purdy. That might have been a fumble. I don't think that hand was moving forward yet. Titans will recover and be in good field position. But
the frustrating team is when your team doesn't have a lot of talent and wow, what a play by Bo Nix. And
is that Mims? Oh, Parsons down. Oh no, Parsons down in a lot of pain, reaching for his left lower extremity, left knee.
Well, he is in a lot of pain too.
Oh no, did he Aiden Hutchinson his leg? Athletic trainer.
Let's see what
We're seeing is left leg, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh.
Oh, he just tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly unfortunate. Yeah, Micah Parsons just tore his ACL here. Non-contact injury.
Really hard plant too. Really it felt like he stepped without knowing where the ground, how close the ground was to his foot, and stuff. That hurts so bad. Like when you like step down with the force, like you think the ground's a little bit lower, and it just.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Be a screen to
Oh my God.
JMO, and he gets clotheslined for his efforts. Would be third down.
That guy should not wear 10. He is way too big to be wearing 10. I don't know what's going on there. They're just
hanging out on the sideline. That Rams have been on the offense all second half so far, and the Lions are fixing to go 3 and out to start this drive in good field position again.
Oh, Seahawks and Colts game is just
1 point ball game.
Boy, just not covering the spread whatsoever. I don't think they're covering the spread between the both of them almost. Like they're barely covered, like maybe by 10.
And the Lions burn a timeout there to avoid a delay game. Yikes, Ryan Perrio. Not looking good for the Detroit Lions. You know, you convert on this 3rd and 7. Maybe I feel better about things, but it feels like we're going to go 3 and out again and make this a tough second half for the Detroit Lions on both sides of the football.
Alec Pierce incomplete as that.
Oh, Alec Pierce got a target? Oh, they interfered with him. That's the only way you could even stop it.
Well, it was such a bad throw that he had to come back for it.
Well, 8 wins in a season isn't bad for the Detroit Lions. Season is over if we don't convert on this one.
I don't see the pass interference there. Now there's some pass interference there. A little bit of hold or pass interference because he's already.
All right, Jared Goff, season on the line, deep ball over the middle, almost intercepted. Terrible decision. Had men wide open down the field, and the Lions will be forced to punt, and that's gonna be game over.
Jared Goff, Cam Ward touchdown.
All on him. No, it wasn't a touchdown, but it was a bomb.
Van Jefferson
to Van Jefferson, and he caught it. He paid for it. And every time I look at the Colts, it's going to be Jonathan Taylor's show, and rightfully so. When you got Micah Parsons walking to the locker room, I think he's going to be done for the season. Late season injury as well, so that's not good.
Good if you're a Cowboys fan, and not that you want to see that happen, but that definitely takes a lot of the teeth out of the Packers defense.
Yeah, I'd say.
Because I think they use him as a lot to free up Rashawn Gary and the other defenders.
So Matt Stafford walking onto the football field, the touchdown would be virtually game over. Field goal lines are still somewhat
Taylor.
First down.
God, to fall from the amount of distance he covered just falling down. Like
I'll tell you one thing that guy's good at. It's falling.
Look at this. He fell for like 4 yards.
I think it is a lot of talk was spoken about Phil Rivers running this offense for his son in high school right now or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of seamlessly operating this offense, and that's pretty commendable. That should probably get talked about.
Cam Ward, what a play!
Back of the end zone
to the defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons. So if you had Jeffrey Simmons in your fantasy lineup,
as Philip Rivers gets the logo shot right in the center,
as Philip Rivers basically may be regretting his decision to come out of retirement.
So I think the Lions just aren't good enough this year, is kind of what we're finding out.
Look at this.
About the Rams.
No one covers him, just leaves him be. And what better way to reward a player that's been on this team through the highest of being in the AFC title game against the Chiefs to now the lowest of lows, which have been the last 2 years, to give him a free touchdown. just a memory he'll forever cherish as just a hell of a play for no penalties whatsoever for that amount of time.
Touchdown. Bo Nix to Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. And the Broncos have the lead, which means my perfect week is still alive, because if the Lions can cover 6 here, Broncos looks like they're going to cover 2.5. We're in good shape. We're in real good shape.
So the motion shows that it's like, oh, wow. What a
Great ball. Jeez.
Just great draw up by having the receivers cross that late.
Mm-hmm.
So the safety just completely left.
3rd and 5 for Phil Rivers. Checks down to...
Not Jonathan Taylor.
Is that not Jonathan Taylor? All right. Got to have it. Drive here or stop here for the Detroit Lions defense. Has not really been able to achieve that so far this game. Kyron Williams in the I formation, and it'll be a handoff to him, and he's going to get pursued to the edge by Campbell again. It feels like he's got 40 tackles this game. Gain of 5.
If he's your IDP this week, he is.
He's
definitely racking up your points.
He is my IDP this week, by the way.
And
so that's good news.
Henry does not get to the end zone. So
short on the 2-point conversion there for the Broncos as the Colts decide to punt.
Weird punt. Okay.
On 4th and 8. Oh, caught inside the 5. Great.
But functional. Like, it looked like he bowling balled that onto his foot. Like, he caught it and went.
Another handoff up the middle to Kyron, and he's going to get munched up by Anzalone and the boys.
And
get in the zone. Anzalone and Jack Campbell, obviously.
I was going to say.
All over the place this game. Jack Campbell has been on every single play, every single tackle. We're looking at Fisk here getting taped up. He was the
got a little bit of an ankle roll up right in that little melee with Jay. He was really down the field. If Jamison Williams was, he was on the Jamison Williams play. Oh, that was a screen. That's what it was. That was a screen where he was.
All right. 3rd and 3, empty formation. Matt Stafford always a threat. Snap is away, dropping back to pass. Is Matty, plenty of time. Deep ball to the left. He's got a man down there. Oh, no. And Devontae Adams pulled up lame. He's got a bad hamstring injury, I think. He was on the injury report earlier this week with a hamstring, and Matty Stafford throws one up to him. He pulls up lame. That'll be a 3-and-out for the Rams defense or offense, but even more importantly, they might lose a guy who's going to propel them deep into the playoffs potentially. We'll see what we can see here.
Oh, yeah.
And just looks like a classic. Yep, reaches for the backside of his butt. And left hamstring, was on the injury report early this week. Didn't practice all the week, I think. And he's going to walk to the sideline, but I think he's going to have a pretty significant hamstring injury and not going to be able to continue in this game.
I wouldn't continue him. I mean, you got to look at soft tissue injuries like that can only get worse. It's not going to magically get better if you play him. I think at this point, you run a risk, by playing him. You've got depth behind him with Jordan Whittington and Tutu Atwell to not
14 tight ends.
They won't replace him, but they'll at least sustain what they're doing without losing too much.
So the Rams are going to be forced to punt there after that injury, and that's a breath of life that has been put into the Detroit Lions' hopes for the rest of this game with Devontae Adams, a big asset on that offense going down. And that's kind of what we were talking about, is the only way to beat this Rams or to stop this Rams offense. Jordan Jennings, by the way, having a generational game might be getting me into the semifinals.
He's according to some post-game conference.
That's what I heard.
One of my favorite post-game conference, one of the Detroit Cleveland Browns defenders. He's a hoe. I want everybody to know he's a hoe.
I like the Bijan Robinson Thursday night press conference. Did you catch that?
I did not catch that, but
he just talked about the game you play. You know the game you play growing up, where the one guy has the football and it's a
tackle the man with the football.
Tackle the straight white man with the football, I think is what it's called.
I always call it tackle the man with the football. We never called it
never called it smear the queer.
No, we did not.
Oh, okay. That's what we called it.
No, It's not like I said. It was either or, but it was just we just always like that. Our group always called it that, and it was it was a lot of front yard runs and wasn't too bad at it. There were some guys that were way better at is like just how does this guy not go down? What do I need to do to get this guy?
That was me, by the way.
Okay.
You better bring the whole neighborhood.
You better bring the load.
If you're gonna get me down.
Like they did like 92 did with Sam Darnold on that play.
Clothesline. And it looks like Devontae's going into the locker room, as well as the Saginaw Valley State lad in the Detroit Lions secondary. So that's awesome. I don't know if we even have any guys left. Ooh, Lions come after that punt and close to getting home.
What the heck is going on?
There, and they both try to catch it. One of them fortunately does, and the Lions will start at the 25-yard line. But
yeah,
they can hit the end zone from anywhere on the football field. Yeah. So that's the good news.
Yeah.
Even better news, Devontae Adams appears to be out for the rest of this game. Gives you a little bit of hope. We're seeing the replay here on our game with the potential ACL rupture there for the Packers. And they've had some injuries in their linebacker core as well this game, from what I could tell. So that's not good. You know what else isn't good? Punt in this half. Not good.
Like I said, you got the double-headed monster backfield. You've got 3 receivers set.
Do something. Jared Goff trying to do something. Throw in the middle. Caught! That's something. And that's Reynolds. That's a logo shot. Or Raymond, my mistake.
Yeah,
First down. Jared Goff puts it on his man.
Good job. Good job for Lions to throw some new wrinkles into this offense just to kind of. Here comes Meatloaf.
All right, shotgun. Good start for the drive for Goff. Over the middle and misses David Montgomery.
Probably for the best.
Landman in coverage. I don't know. I think you put it right out there on David Montgomery's chest. I think he'll accept it, catch it, and maybe get you 5, maybe get you 10. That's David Montgomery football, even with Landman all over his back there. Jared Goff under pressure, though, does good to get rid of the football and takes a pop to the right shoulder for his efforts.
I feel like Tesla has got to be like Tim Patrick guy. Like he's got to get 10 to 15 and just turn around. Like to me, he kind of reminds me of a Puka Nacua-esque kind of player where he's got all the physical traits. That's like, why did this guy fall this far?
Here we go, 2nd and 10.
Right there,
Jared
Tesla
Goff
was wide open
to Gibbs. He never really even looks at Tesla, and
except
Tesla
for
is wide open kind of all the time.
Like you could see him right above him. He seems all open, but maybe that's they hit right now. It's a ring of trust, like the parent, like with Robert De Niro. Like Tesla is just not in the ring of trust. And Matthew Golden with a great grab.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Stephon Diggs' catch. And
missed field goal in San Francisco for what that's worth.
Sam Darnold.
All right, big 3rd and 6 here for the Detroit Lions. Not in field goal range. Gibbs in the shotgun to the left of Goff. Dropping back. No, handoff to Gibbs. He's got a blocker out in front. He's going to get the corner. Is he going to get the first down? Short. Woo! It's going to be short of the first down. We'll see where the spot is.
Boy, stand on that sideline of your own wrist. That was a lot coming your way.
They're indicating that it's about yards short, and now it's time for Dan Campbell to go for it on 4th down. I'd say give it to David Montgomery right up the middle. What do you think, Ryan Perrio?
I say give it to Jahmyr Gibbs. No. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is out there, and you let the man that's basically carried your offense the last 3 of the last 4 weeks just run.
Zylstra out there as well.
I feel like this is going to be.
Gibbs is in the backfield, I formation, tight 4th and 1. Man goes in motion, play action again. Jared Goff caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown finds the hole in the zone. Zylstra was open as well. And what a big nuts play there by Motor City Dan Campbell. Landman in on that coverage again. Might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. And Amon-Ra St. Brown does good to catch it, secure it, and go down to the turf. And the Lions have a fresh set of downs and still hope in this game, down 10 in the 4th quarter. Again in shotgun. Inside 10 minutes now.
Oh, sharp! Like the Seattle game is just gone like completely.
Goff dropping back, check down to Gibbs in the backfield, and he'll do well to get back to the line of scrimmage. He doesn't. He fails to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose one on that play. Oh, boy. And then Brock Purdy's going absolutely nuts, as he's apt to do. Yikes. But Jennings again on a reception.
4th and 11 the Green Bay. It looks like they're going to have to either kick a field goal to get within one and just. But Seattle, watching Seattle down here, like,
incomplete to Cooper Kupp over the middle.
And you were running down their throats.
Okay, 2nd and 11 now, well within field goal range are the Detroit Lions. Pitch, and Gibbs is going to get hit in the backfield and scamper out of bounds for a no gain on the play. And now it'll be 3rd and 11 after going to Gibbs on back-to-back attempts with nothing doing. Packers make it a 1-point ball game with a field goal in the 4th quarter.
To me, on offense, it's just this line is just not as far. It's you got to get more movement, and I think is Taylor back on the left tackle.
Taylor Decker, yeah, he's in.
Okay, so it's just the guards, and it just seems like with losing Mahogany and Tate Ratledge,
all right, here we go. Draw play, hit in the backfield, loses 3. What the fuck was that? What in the actual fuck are we talking about, Dan Campbell? What are we trying to play for, Dan Campbell? What the fuck was that? Seriously.
I feel like that was.
What are we trying to do with this? What are we trying to do with this? Amon-Ra St. Brown's been automatic all game. And now this is going to be a tough field goal. It's a 48-yarder. He's already missed from here this game. Jake Bates. Kick is up and appears to be straight through the uprights. Kick is good. 7-point ball games. Devontae Adams out for the game with the hamstring. 8 minutes to go. 7:58. 54 on the clock. I think I'm going to take another much-needed bathroom break, Ryan Perrio. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. I'm pregnant. I do have this big title on me. Maybe that's what's pressing on my bladder. Maybe that's what's pressing on my bladder.
Have Juliet press on your bladder. She'll.
Press on your.
Oh no, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how much struggle you're having.
Yeah, that one
That's hard.
You think it is now? Wait till Juliet's a part of it. You have no idea, especially if this child has any of your energy.
Seriously.
Just Natalie's gonna be outnumbered now.
Yeah. We will see.
I feel
Some of my calmness.
Do you feel like she's gonna?
There's no one else around.
Do you think she's gonna be a tomboy, or you think?
I don't know. She can be whoever she wants.
Yeah,
to be,
but I just do you like feel like?
I wasn't like a big princessy girl as is. Not until like middle school, high school. So, and then once I hit my mid-20s, I was over it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think so. If she wants to be, she can be.
Is she gonna run her first half marathon at 3 years old?
Seriously, I watch like women doing like motivational postpartum running videos, and I'm like crying watching it. I can't wait to.
Well, you can get those strollers with like the bicycle tires, so you can just absolutely.
We bought 2 there in the garage.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Like, and she'll be excited. Like, she'll have fun when she learns how to drive, wanting to just go fast and speed. And
They do like one mile or like.
I feel like Jamie Jakes is gonna sprint with her. Like he's gonna go full speed. He's gonna go full gas.
Pressure hit in the backfield. Matty Stafford avoids it, and he's going to hit his check down and caught it. Did Tutu Atwell catch that? And he's going to say short of the sticks, but a catch.
I want to see a review on that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see here. I guess he caught it. One and incomplete.
That is an incomplete pass.
Matt Stafford does good to even get rid of that football. My gosh. And then, the Broncos tried to hand the Packers a football over the middle of the football field. Unless they're saying he had possession with that first foot was down. No way, right, Ryan Perry?
I don't think so. I guess and there's
2nd and 1, they're calling it.
I would challenge that if I am Dan Callenberg.
Mm.
I would absolutely, because I just don't see.
They're already down 1 timeout, 7 minutes to go. 2nd and 1. It'll be a handoff to Corum, and that'll be first down logo shot. Guess who's on the tackle? Jack Campbell, his 75th tackle of the game. I think he's gonna break like a some sort of record with how many tackles Jack Campbell's been on this one. Broncos up 1, marching down the field with Cortland Sutton in the gang. Matty Stafford's under center. I believe that's Karoom in the backfield again. Karoom. He's going to get the edge on Anzalone and the boys and flipping the field.
That's on Rock Yassin. He absolutely cut down way too far.
Lost contained, first down. And Karoom turning himself into a good fantasy asset this game, which is just what I was hoping for.
Bittersweet.
Mm-hmm. One of those things that makes your sit-start decision easy, though. It's when you're like, well, this guy will either suck and I'll be happy, or he'll fucking dominate and I'll be sad.
Boy, RJ Harvey just got eaten alive on that.
Up immediately. 1st and 10, Matty Stafford will be a handoff to Kyron Williams up the middle, going around to his late cutback, Avonte Maddox. And
a lot of hand jocularity there. That was the weirdest, like, that was like the weirdest sequence. I've never seen it like that much, like hand, like punching back and forth.
And we had a sad household today. I came home today. I'm going to tattle on Natalie. I came home today. Natalie had the football game on the TV, and she was watching the Patriots and like watching and being like, oh, reacting to what she was seeing. And I wasn't even here. And she was doing it on her own lonesome. Thrown over the middle to Puka Nacua. Meek Robertson and Avonte Maddox are going to wrap him up, but not before Puka Nacua gets an easy 20. Oh. What's going on?
Puka Nacua. No Rams game is complete without Puka Nacua being hurt for something.
Oh, that looked really nasty, the way he kind of got up and then couldn't. What happened?
Let's go back and see.
They're looking at his lower extremity left foot. Left knee, left foot. Appeared to be in a ton of pain when he tried to step on that thing.
Let's see what happens here. Let's see. So here's throw. Of course, we're going to get an angle that doesn't show any
lower extremity, anything. Meek Robertson.
Kind of a hip drop, maybe.
No, not really.
But I mean, he just...
Phil Rivers to Alec Pierce back shoulder, first down on 3rd and 7. Down 3. And let's have ourselves some fun.
Down 2.
Down 2. Field goal wins it. Phillip Rivers got to have it drive. 3 timeouts to go. Back shoulder to Alec Pierce. Tight coverage. Alec Pierce says...
Cam Ward! What a great play. And to only get fucking dicked out of it by your wide receiver. Oh, it's so frustrating.
I'm not frustrated about it.
Look at it. Look at this. Watch this. Like, what? 20 yards back. Stumbles. Now runs back up forward. Throws it. Wide open.
Cortland Sutton's having himself a generational game.
SMU great. Cortland Sutton.
Of course.
SMU is at low key put out some ridiculous Emmanuel Sanders, Rushy Rice.
Great drivers as well. Puka Nacua walking on the sideline now, which is good to see.
Probably going to his mom to kiss it, make it all better.
I guess. Under center, play action, rolling out to the right, thrown, caught, touchdown. That'll be game over for the Detroit Lions, down 14 now. That's a bummer. That's a big-time bummer. Lions give up 40 to the Rams in LA. Score a lot of points in the first half. Score, I believe, 0 points or 3 points in the second half so far. Jared Goff played 1 half. That was pretty good.
'Oh.
Aiden Hutchinson played 1 half. That was pretty good. After that, it's been pretty lackluster. Both sides of the football. And, the good news is the Lions just not good enough. They're just not good enough this year. Maybe they sneak into the playoffs. Maybe they can be dangerous, whatever. We'll get excited about it once we get there. But I think this is kind of the final nail in the coffin. I do think the Lions end up going 3-0. And like I say, maybe sneak into the playoffs at the end of the season. But a little bit too little, too late. Got to start drafting some guys who can stay healthy in the defensive secondary. I know that's easier said than done, but yeah. When you got your risky second round corner going down with 2 season-ending injuries, that's not a good sign. Seems like he's probably not ready to play in the men's league. And then you got Perrio Arnold, who's played great this season when he was on the field.
Maybe get some. Maybe you go corner in free agency. Maybe you get some free agents.
Well, they let Davis go this year, and he's about to win a Super Bowl with the fucking Patriots. So,
I don't know if the Patriots are going to go that far. I think the Patriots have
look pretty good against the Bills today in a loss.
That's pretty good, but I also think you've also lived off the fat of the land of having a schedule that doesn't play a lot of playoff teams. So, I'll be interested to see how they play. Like, it's not that they're playing bad, but I want to see more games against the teams on the level of a Buffalo Bills and things of that nature to kind of show where you are when you're playing like the best, and like it's same with the Texans in 2023. Like, it was a surprise, but it's also like surprise. You're also playing the worst teams in the other divisions as well. Once you get to like the Baltimore, that kind of those upper echelon teams, you kind of learn a little bit about their identity. Travion Henderson though had a hell of a game.
Yeah, I sure did. See if the Lions want to kind of try to, play some offense in this half. Been playing defense in this half.
60-yard attempt.
Kick is up for the Colts.
Woo!
Good.
Boy.
Colts take a lead.
With 47 seconds left, 1-point lead.
Phillip Rivers. Against the Seattle Seahawks.
Against the Seattle Seahawks, who people were talking like as a Super Bowl favorite. As the guy with the Seahawks Santa hat says, "Oh fuck," and oh fuck indeed, because you've hitched your wagon to a Sam Darnold.
Jared Goff on 1st and 10, by the way, throws at the feet of a double covered short Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, Cortland Sutton almost comes up with another 5 times, almost comes up with that catch in 5 different moments of that whole slow motion replay. And
Jared Goff now in shotgun again.
Man, Group is a tiny little dude.
Thrown to Gibbs. He's going to drop it. Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm thoroughly embarrassed to be a Detroit Lions fan. Didn't feel good from the start of the second half. Felt great in the first half and just laid an absolute egg here in the second half. Had some help from Matt Stafford in the first half too, missing wide open receivers down the field. Referees have definitely left the flags in their pockets for this one, which I've appreciated, but
it was a weird kickoff. The
3rd and 10. See what this will come out with. Jared Goff, pressure in his face, Gibbs over the middle. They go right back to him. He better get this first down. Yeah, he's going to get that first down, and he's going to make up for it. Going to gain maybe about 15 on that play. Clock's going to get.
I really would like to see the Detroit Lions use more double-headed monster in the backfield with Montgomery.
Seems to work every single time they're both.
But I mean, just Gibbs is such an interesting. Him and Amon-Ra kind of almost I feel like Amon-Ra would run like Jahmyr Gibbs. It's just Jahmyr Gibbs has a tad bit more speed.
Goff just kind of dirts one over the middle. Gibbs was JMO was kind of open, but whatever.
Oh wow. Seahawks are close to field goal range. They are
gonna spike this one. They do. Sam Darnold field goal wins it.
14.5. Boy, if you're a Seahawks fan, you're starting to get a little nervous about your playoff, what your playoff future holds with Sam Darnold, because this was a game you came in probably looking past it. It clearly looks like you kind of look past this game to your next week opponent.
2nd and 10 for Jared Goff. Over the middle. Caught this time. Jameson Williams is going to gain the first down, gain of 20. And if the Lions ever wanted to just score a meaningless touchdown, go for 2, get it, and push 6 points for me, now would be the time. Jared Goff rolling out to the right on 1st 10. He's going to throw this one for a first down, another gain of 15 to Jameson Williams.
As a Lions fan, you frustratingly ask you, where was this three drives ago when it mattered?
Well, it still matters.
They
can still get this push.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where why has this been just left behind? Why were we doing 3 runs into the teeth of a defense?
Yeah, the inside, it's really been, good point, the Jared Goff experience. He's been good this game. Get him enough dropbacks that the offense has not been great in between the tackles, and they've been, been forcing it.
RJ,
now here we go again in between the tackles. And Gibbs, I mean, he's going to gain 5 on that play because clock's going to continue to roll, which is not necessarily what you're looking for the Detroit Lions. You're wanting to score.
Denver takes another touchdown from RJ Harvey. Watch that. He literally, as he goes down, make sure the ball goes over.
Jared Goff dropping back to pass this time. You like to see it over the middle. Got a man caught. First down will be Amon-Ra St. Brown if I recognize that, but I do. It'll be a first down inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go for Seattle.
Pearsall catches one on 3rd and 11. He's going to convert on first down. He's going to.
Wow, Barrett. I thought that got tipped by Myers' kick.
Oh, Goff misses Amon-Ra St. Brown on the out route. He was open, might have been able to get in there.
Oh, sorry. I was watching the field goal by the Seahawks to take the lead. Boy. If you're a Seahawks fan, you've got to be nervous.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 17 targets, 12 catches, 151, 2 touchdowns, and what's going to be a loss.
But look at this kick. It looks like somebody gets a piece of it because look at it. Does not clear by much.
Under center here, play action, thrown into the end zone, and that's going to be pass interference. That's got to be pass interference. They're going to keep their flags in their pockets on that one? Are we serious? I know the referees are keeping their flags in their pockets on this game all game.
That's a hold right there.
That's a clear hold, and that's a clear pass interference in the back of the end zone. You got to do your job as a referee at some point. You got a flag for a reason.
Also, roughing the passer is fucking Jared Goff gets absolutely trucked.
Crazy. These referees haven't thrown a flag all half. I get it. I like it. I like not having flags thrown a whole bunch in the game and letting the flow of the game take care of itself.
But do your job.
But do your you got a flag for a reason. Corner of the end zone. Tesla also kind of interfered with. Incomplete, be 4th and goal. I mean, the Tesla was definitely interfered with on this one as well. Just kind of grabbed and thrown to the turf. Okay, line judge. We get it. Can we run a pick play, though? See, if I'm Dan Campbell, I'm running a clear and obvious pick play in this bunch at the top of the screen where one of my offensive players is going to take out all 3 of those defensive players.
The Rams take a timeout.
Yeah.
See what Phillip Rivers has with 11 seconds left. Can Phillip Rivers
throw a ball deep down the field? He does. Throws an interception. Seahawks win last second on a field goal.
But if you're a Seahawks fan, you don't feel good about this because this was a game that Vegas had 14.5 as your line. If you win by 2 points, that's not exactly I would say comfortably covering. That's
interception, game over virtually for the Broncos.
Oh, they're going to take it. They're going to house it.
I think he'll be down by contact there.
I don't know.
4th down, last gasps of air for the Detroit Lions this season.
And was it Riley Moss, the guy that's been flagged all game long?
Shotgun dropping back to pass is Jared to the corner of the end zone. And that finally got one. We finally got one. Thank you, referees. finally getting involved, doing something this half. I get it. I'm a big, like, keep it in your pocket, pal. But like at some point you can't clearly blatantly tackled him in the end zone.
Yeah.
Everyone saw it.
First
down.
Maybe he's going to get ejected because he seems like he is absolutely in the officials.
That wasn't soft at all. A lot of people on Twitter will be saying that's soft. That wasn't soft. That was clear pass interference. And I'm sure Jared Goff is going to take his thumb right off the top of the helmet of, I believe, Decker, the left tackle. But he's tough. He's fine. He's fine. He's tough. He's tough. He's fine.
And who would have thought that at the beginning of the season, when Indianapolis was like 8-1, that this is where the Indianapolis Colts would end up.
All right. Got Wildcat here with David Montgomery in the backfield. He's going to get the direct snap, and he's going to get the touchdown. Okay, so touchdown scored. Detroit Lions. David Montgomery does good to do that, so that's good. 33-41, so extra point. Are they going to go for 2 here, Ryan Perry? You go for 2, right?
You got to.
Make it a 6-point ball game, right?
Make it a 6-point ball game.
The spread is 6 for a lot of people.
You look at your defense, you say, hey, if you can give us one stop, we've got this game.
You kick it away, though, right? Don't try an onside. No, they're going to kick an extra point. Well.
We're going for the tie. If we can get a stop, we're going to go for it. Or do you save the 2-point conversion for
good
when you get the game on the line? Do you save the 2-point conversion for if you can not force a 3 and out with, enough clock to go down the field and score? Then do you go for 2 on that one and try to just take the game in regulation?
And it's tough to see a divisional opponent who you're competing with for a playoff spot drop a game to the Broncos in Denver, and then you lose.
Not take advantage.
Yeah. Bo Nix tried to throw an interception there on that play. Speaking of which,
boy,
3rd and 8.
He looked at that. Didn't I was like, for a second there, I thought 24 may have hurt his shoulder because he just kind of laid there and just kind of slid. I will say, watching the early games, I thought playing on the Patriots field looked fun. The way the players just kind of slid around on that field, like it looked so fun.
Perfect amount of snow for a football.
Perfect amount of snow.
I don't know. Like I feel like if you have to go out there and kind of glaze the numbers off just to kind of.
Looks like Puka Nacua is coming back out there after the weird, dramatic. Looked like he had a Liz Frank injury with his foot as a
Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua always does this. Like every game, like he has some sort of weird injury that, like, in the week 1 against the Texans, he had like some kind of unstoppable bleeding situation. He had like a what looked like a concussion that wasn't. It's like he always has an injury where he trots into the locker room. Then I think they have Puka Nacua clones. Like I believe there's like 20 Puka Nacua, and they just run the next model out for the next.
So we've got how many games are done right now? Packers game still going.
I think everything is done except for Titans missed opportunities. Look at this.
Oh, we got a tied 17-17 ball game. Panthers and the Saints that we got off of. No good field goal. Kyron Williams will get a handoff up the middle, and he'll get munched up after a gain of 5.
Man, that munch up had some teeth to it too. Like he just hit an absolute wall.
A roar. That's how much he got munched up, Ryan Perry. So which game do we have to drop?
I don't think we drop any. I think the Seattle game's over. So we just
drop the Seattle game.
Yeah.
We're going to remove that one. We're going to put this Saints
Panthers barn burner Panthers game. Now all of a sudden.
If you want to put me in a good mood.
47-yard attempt with 6 seconds left.
4th and 3, get a turnover.
Boy, if you're a Buccaneers fan, has this day not turned out your way? If the Saints just take this game,
Yanks.
And if you're a Saints fan, how much hope do you have in the new regime here?
First down on a run play. We've got a defensive secondary guy down on the field for the Detroit Lions, of course. Rams are just going to run this clock out on the Detroit Lions. Second best run defense, first best run defense in the league. They're just going to run right into him.
You know who
had Jack Campbell tackle?
Man, where's he been all game?
Jack Campbell, I think, just broke a record for the most tackles in a game. There's no way another man has had more tackles in a game than Jack Campbell, because it's been literally every single tackle the Lions have made, right?
Here we go. Let's see what the Saints can do. Can the Saints take
it away, Ryan Perrio? What do we got going on here?
Saints kicker lining up for a 47-yard field goal.
For the win.
Right down Broadway, and Tampa Bay basically gets bailed out by their division. Oh no, we got a flag. Is it on the Carolina Panthers though? It is on the
They got to a fast start. Kick is good.
Wow, and the Panthers had the division in their hands at the start of the day because of Tampa Bay's loss to the Falcons on Thursday. They had this division. It was their destiny control, and they give it right back to Tampa Bay. Unbelievable. The NFC South it's not good football, but man, if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, you've the little bit of hope you had just kind of got snuffed out. And if you're a Saints fan, hey, this is you're not getting the first pick in the draft anyways, because the Giants just can't get out of their own way. And so I feel like, again, this win by the Saints basically makes the Giants position as far as head coach the most appealing in football right now. With the talent they have, you got Jackson Dart, you got Malik Neighbors, you've got Cam Scatterboo, you've got all this talent on offense. If you can get the offensive line right, you may have something. You got some defensive talent too. You got Abdul Carter, you've got Brian Burns.
Had a big game. I think he had two turnovers this game. Abdul Carter this week.
But if you can get a guy in there that can get this team to rally, you've got a lot of things in place that you could hit the ground running and have 7 to 8 wins. And you also have the number 1 pick in the draft, which is open. Which, if you're Joe Shane, you're open for business because you don't need a quarterback. So, Jets with 4 first-round picks, Raiders, if you want to mortgage your first-round picks to come up for Fernando Mendoza, I'm willing to listen.
Matty Stafford's willing to hand this one off out the middle. It'll be a logo shot. That'll be a drink. Gain of 2 there for Kyron Williams and the boys. 2 seconds left in the Saints-Panthers game. Bryce Young will be empty formation in the backfield. Down 3, be a screen caught, and then backwards pass on the ground, and somebody's going to pick it up. That'll be game over. Saints win.
I don't even know what the hell was going on.
It was an interesting decision there, wasn't it? And
Tyler Shuck with a win.
Of course, never a doubt. Jordan Love thrown over the middle, caught. And that'll be 4th and long. They're down 8.
So if you're Jamie, I'm going to put you in the position of being a Saints fan, diehard Saints fan, Jamie Jakes.
Yeah.
Are you in on Tyler Shuck?
No.
No?
No.
You think he's still just because I believe like he's an elite backup. Like I think you know the playbook. Those guys are valuable when you need a game or two. But I don't see Tyler Shuck as a 16 game guy. Do you?
No, too old. He's like 30 already. So what are you going to build around the 30?
Him and Matt Stafford basically
are the same age. And Broncos sack, game over. Broncos win. So this Detroit game is not over yet.
The Packers game was over when Micah Parsons tore his ACL.
Yeah. 1:09 on the clock, 3rd and 6, outside of field goal range. 7-point game, right, Ryan Perrio?
Yep. Your Detroit is at least playing for a touchdown, an extra point for a tie, but like I said, the Rams have not got out of this game unscathed. Like it is not, because Devontae Adams is definitely going to be a couple week injury. That doesn't look like it's going to be something that he'll be back next week. 1:10. Can you get this stop right now, Detroit?
Puka Nacua on the end around. He's going to get munched up inside. Ooh, he's going to get up slow again. Is Puka Nacua. He's fine.
Which is insane. Like you think somebody with a huge foot injury, you wouldn't just do like the little jet sweep too. Oh, but man, I think them getting the first down is just kind of now you've put yourself in a position where you don't. Oh, they're gonna.
Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL.
Damn, that sucks for Patrick Mahomes.
Out for the season.
Well, there isn't much season left.
Yeah, well, Gardner Minshew season now.
Yep.
Also lost all 3 of my fantasy football playoff matchups today. So that's bad news. There's a ringing at our doorbell currently. It's probably going to be a package situation. Or did you order Uber Eats? It might be our neighbors.
Oh, I might have one package. No, I picked that up already. I don't think I have it. If it doesn't look weird.
I think that's our neighbors. I'll go take care of it.
We've been getting a lot of packages mixed up, so it keeps losing packages.
23 seconds left. Jamie Jakes is going to talk to his neighbors right now. I guess they got him something. Oh, wow. And so Christmas is a season of giving right now, people. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here on the couch while Jamie and Natalie get a thoughtful gift from their neighbor. And so they're saying thank you. And looks like Jared Goff has some time on the clock here. Don't know what kind of play you're going to run with 13 seconds, but
thank you. That's super sweet.
Well, so
our neighbors brought us a bunch of baby clothes.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! Like it is you might want to get this on camera, Natalie. You can come produce. Yeah, you should. At this point, 13 seconds. Jared Goff back to pass.
The 2-point conversion.
Oh, hook and ladder between Amon. It just wasn't. It wasn't as well done as the.
Not enough time.
No, there. That's
game over.
I do like
the rest of the games, right?
I do like the baby Bjorn. That's a really. I think Boston will absolutely hijack that baby Bjorn.
Oh, we could put Boston.
Look at this.
Come here, Boston.
Put it on camera, Natalie. Well, before we cut camera, let's show what our neighbors.
I want to try to put Boston in this.
He would get lost in that, but.
Boston, come here. No, he's done so many baby things. He's done.
Have you burped Boston? Have you burped Boston right now? Have you?
That might be too small.
Jamie, you could also throw on some like of the other things that your neighbor provided
Oh,
you.
they're so cute.
Oh, we got like a sleep suit.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, like that.
So cute.
Super cute. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Lions lose.
Lions lose, but
they're the only one. So I go 4-1 on my gambling pick, so that's good. I go 0-3 today.
Boston thinks that this baby Bjorn is for him. And
Yeah, I hope he does get it.
I think I went up against a league record in terms of points. Like a league record in a single week. So that's awesome.
Boston is going bananas for this Bjorn thing. Look at him. He is.
Boston loves it. We got one more team in the playoffs. They're a 1 seed for a reason, so we hopefully can put something on, put something together. But the Packers lose, so that's good. And yeah, Ryan Perrio, any last words?
No. At this point, it's only a matter of time before Juliet Jakes JMJ joins us on the broadcast here. I'm sure she'll have some expert opinions on what kind of things Dan Campbell should run.
Of course.
She'll be telling us what Dan Campbell should be doing.
Yeah, I guess there's a possibility. I don't even want to say this out loud, but I guess there's a possibility that JFJ. Oh, Packers get a stop, by the way, down 8, so they're gonna get a ball back, with a chance to tie it with a 2-point conversion. Yeah, JFJ. I guess we'll probably schedule something for next week.
Yeah.
If we get to Wednesday, we'll probably schedule something for next week in case JFJ doesn't come. But very likely this will be our last stream of we'll call it the year for sure. Maybe not of the season. We might be back. We'll be out indefinitely, just like Kirby Joseph. You know, we might be back next week. We might be back in 2026. So, and I'm talking about the 2026-2027 season. But I'm mostly bummed out because my fantasy teams are dead. The Lions are also dead, but I kind of knew that going in.
Your fantasy teams
I got one team that's still alive. I had 4 teams make the playoffs.
It's like Destiny is making sure that you are fully focused on fatherhood right now. Like it's like you have no distractions, Jamie Jakes. You are absolutely
the good news is the team that had a bye this week didn't need it.
Yeah.
They're going into the playoffs hot. I've been 2 times runner-up with this dynasty team that's still alive, so
you got
maybe this is the year.
You're building your own dynasty team right now.
I am. Well, this dynasty team will go to Juliet very likely. She'll have her first pick on when I die. She'll inherit my dynasty.
So what does the chat say? Is David and Kathleen Jakes? I
think they've been checked out kind of most for the second half, just like.
But are they arranging flights to come down here?
Oh yeah,
they're coming.
I was gonna say, are they gonna be down here for the birth of JFJ? Are they gonna be?
No, they're gonna wait.
She keeps hanging in here.
Well,
I mean, I you can't blame JFJ if like the conditions are great. Like, why do you want to leave?
Yeah, I know. That's what they were saying. It's warm. It's too warm.
Just warm, cozy. I don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have anybody else to carry me. Life is sweet. What do we got there? What is in the bag?
This is like a boppy, so it's like for breastfeed. Like it makes it so it's easier to breastfeed her. Like I can just hold.
Oh wow, it's like a butt pillow for her while you breastfeed.
Because I already have one in the nursery, one in my bedroom, and one at my parents, so I needed one for down here.
Okay, I was gonna say either down here or at the office, or
yeah, for Jamie, take them with them. Ugh, yeah, that's so sweet of them. That's really really nice.
Well, we are all waiting in anticipation. Natalie, more than anybody else, is waiting. It's like ready for this baby to be here. Like she would rather carry it around and be able to put it somewhere else.
Are you gonna end this stream or what, James?
Are they still playing, Ryan?
They are still playing. It is over though.
How are they still playing?
Like it's the Ram.
15. It's for the game.
Oh, okay. We were talking about that. We were just talking about the baby stuff more than anything. Like,
well, pay attention. This is big news.
Sorry.
Jordan Love, step into the pocket, throw it in the middle, incomplete. 4th and 15. Game's still alive. We can still
Okay.
enjoy the Packers losing.
I understand. Well, I was like we were talking, me and Natalie got into a long discussion about
Oh, I know.
like how she wants somebody else to be able to handle this baby for a little while.
This is great. This one says Mama's Mini because there's so many. We have like 3 onesies about you and her.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first one about. No, actually, I think I might have one.
So are y'all is the hospital like date confirmed as far as the?
So you have to call it in a week before. So Tuesday they'll call. I don't even call.
Game over. Packers lose. Good night.
Ooh, nice INT.